It has finally arrived, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see some blasts from my past. You've actually got two. One you've maybe seen before, and you'll see some others in about 45 minutes. Let's just say you'll see another ex-candidate come on here. Rust, you don't have much of an issue with this person, so the good news is that you can probably stay for that one. But we are joined here. I want to explain who we're joined here, first of all. Let me give a formal introduction, first of all, to my wingman, Barry Gutman. Barry is the owner of Amazing Candles. I've bought 3 of the candles so far. Does that mean I'm in the lead for candles being bought? But Barry is a man that I go back a little bit in the time machine, but he's not a gambler anymore, but he's doing streaming. But hey, how you doing, Barry? I'm joined here by, I forget how many names you have: Psycho Wolf and Nonchalant and Leader of Vector, Mr. Nicholas Cranston. Nicholas, I hope you're feeling well, my man. And I'm joined by a man that I want to give a big introduction to him, because I met this man 15 years ago, actually almost 15 years ago to the day. I met him outside. I know my mother will appreciate this because we lived literally right up the block from it once upon a time. I met him outside a subway station on 77th Street and 4th Avenue. My former address was 422 78th Street, not related. And I met this guy on a city council race back in the neighborhoods of Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst, Dyker Heights, and Bath Beach. He was definitely a very powerful figure in the world of politics in Kings County. He is also now doing his own streaming. He does a show, I think, with Buffoon of the Week. He's done between enemy lines. He's done Brooklyn GOP radio. He's done a number of different things. He served our country. He's ran for the state assembly, the city council. He's done a number of things he probably doesn't want me to bring up, but I do want to say that I really owe this man a bit of gratitude, because sometimes he's wanted to choke me, probably for good reason, but many of my listeners would probably want to say the same things. But he is a man that I felt that without me being here with 1,000+ subscribers, I would definitely be not acknowledging my past truly. His name, he might be really RG1, but he is Mr. Russell Gallo. And Russ, I mean, you're here in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage. And how you doing?
Tom, I'm doing great, and I am very impressed. I always knew you had this type of thing in you. And when you sent me the link the other day, I caught up on a few of your old shows, and they are quite entertaining, I have to say.
I would
Hell
say
of
a
a
lot
job,
more
man.
entertaining than the days of Brooklyn politics, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, congrats on the 1,000 subscribers, too. That's not a small feat. I don't know how you managed to pull
It
that
was, I
off.
got to be honest with you, it was just like political campaigns, whether it was knocking on doors in your campaigns, or, the old campaigns with Senator Golden and Bob Turner and some of those other ones. I've been on Sportswire every night for like 5 months, and it was a grind. I was at 170 subscribers in June of 22, and I'm here, and I have almost 1,300. There's a woman out there that I was disappointed she's not here, a woman, Angela Pink, who got me 200 personally in one day. So I owe her a debt of gratitude. But it was a grind, man. But like anything else, it was just a long grind. And there were definitely days that my mother's in the chat really hated me doing a podcast. She was like, "Your podcast, you're doing your podcast, and you're doing this podcast." And she was, really, I think, wanted to kill me for doing the podcast for all these years. But I persevered like anything else, and I definitely owe you a set of gratitude, and I appreciate you giving me an opportunity, 15 years ago, and on a city council race, and it led to a lot of different things, and I didn't get a chance to really say thank you in the past, so I'd like to do it here with a lot of my listeners and newer people. So I just want to say thank you for your efforts and everything you did, and giving me a chance all those years ago.
And Tom, the same right back at you, brother. Not only were you the hardest working man in politics back in the day that I ever met, and Barry probably knows this, going door to door with Tom.
Barry wants to kill me now. Still, Barry wants to kill me more now. Now that we're together on YouTube, than years ago in Brooklyn. I don't know.
But that's where I was going with that. Now you seem to be the hardest working man in show business too. Not to steal.
Well, I've also, just like in politics, I've driven some people crazy. Some backyard wrestling companies. One guy called me a mutton chop MFer. There's this whole thing. I don't even want to get into it tonight, but 3 days from now, you'll love that show. Knowing you, you'll definitely love that show. But I've made it, and I have some other people I want to say hello to. My buddy, the owner of legendary backyard wrestling in Bismarck, North Dakota, and thank you so much. Another guy, Russ, that you took a chance on me about a year and a half ago, and I'm here with 1,000+ subs. And thank you for your support, man. Thank you for bringing me into the Nexus and everything else. And how you doing, good sir?
Hey man, hey, I'm doing great. No, of course, bro. Hey, this is all about you, dude.
No, it's
Hey,
not. It's about
come
Russell,
on,
really.
we all know, we
Without
all
Russell,
know.
I wouldn't have any subscribers, really. 'Cause
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, I just wanted
like,
to quickly stop by in. I just wanted to say congrats. I don't think I ever got a chance to say congrats to you for hitting 1K. What is it?
I think it was
1.15K now. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? It was like I was telling Russ 2 years ago when we first met. I was at 170 subscribers, and now I'm at
Nice.
almost 1,300. Facebook, I'm at 2,500 followers almost. But
Hey,
it's
who knows?
been fun.
3K is around the corner before the end of the year.
I don't know about that. I mean, when XCW and TBW get wind of Wednesday's show, I'll probably lose subscribers. But we'll leave that for a
That's
different show.
that's okay. Yeah, whatever. No worries.
Well, I love to
You'll
talk
keep
to you
gaining
about
them
all that,
more than you
by the
lose
way.
them, so no worries.
Yeah, it's all good. But I know you're a busy guy, but just want to thank you for your support. I really
Of course.
appreciate everything you've done. It was great to have the Wilster back. TikTok got me 1,300 views with the Wilster last weekend, so I definitely owe the Wilster that. But
Oh yes, yes
you've
sir.
been a great friend, and I can't wait next month to put you in the Hall of Fame with the rest of the guys in the company. And you know,
Thank you.
I, I
Thank
can't
you.
thank you enough for everything you've done for me. Really, I don't. I feel tonight. I know people are going to want to say thank you to me, but really, I don't say enough thank you to people. And my mother's here. I do want to thank my mother because without my mother, I wouldn't be born, right? I mean, I have to thank my mother, right? I mean,
That
but
is true. That is true.
I just want to thank you and everybody that'll be on over the next 2 hours or so, whatever it might be.
Yes
So
sir. Yes sir. No, for sure, bro. But yes, like I said, I just had to stop in really quick. I had to say hi. I had to say congrats. Hello to the rest of you guys. I don't think we've ever really probably met except
now,
Nicholas. I've talked to
Nicholas,
Nicholas
you've
a
probably
lot.
seen before because of WCE and IMF. You've definitely seen Nicholas.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Nicholas has been around. He helped me on a couple things too. I appreciate him for that.
That's
Oh yeah.
But yes, so just had to say congratulations and thanks again, Tom, and keep up the great work. And
We'll see you
see you next month.
we'll see you after Haunted Hellfest. Yep, we'll definitely
Yes,
see you
sir.
there.
Of
Thank you, my
course.
man, and thanks to Alpha. There you go, Russ. So, Russ, there's actually people vouching for me. Who would have guessed, right?
Listen, man, I always vouch for you too.
No,
For
it was a joke. It was a joke.
Listen,
It
for
was a
those of
joke.
you guys listening on the show or ever listened to Tom, you probably already know this. Tom has like a memory that you would not believe. His knowledge in anything he gets his mind into is like encyclopedic. He can name stats and figures from any sport he's ever watched. He can name how many votes a politician got in a single block in Brooklyn in 1997. The guy is
Yeah.
nuts, but in a good way. Tom, I love you, brother.
No, you know what? I really want to say thank you, Russ, because I feel like that I didn't. I know you moved about what is a year ago now. You moved a year ago, right, from
Yeah, about
South
a year
Carolina.
ago.
I didn't get a chance really. I don't. I guess I've been more humble since you last met me, doing this because I've gotten these many followers and it's kind of been moving and I never really said thank you and I to the people I don't like even my mother here in the chat. I know she wanted to kill me all those years. I got to thank her obviously because she, and I want to thank her because I did this for 6 years when it was like, she was really hating the podcast because it was just me and her living together for a while. And it was just like, all I would do is yell from my room about whoever I was talking to and nobody was listening, but she was listening. I'm probably not too happy about it, but, she obviously, was supportive and I appreciate that. I want to thank all the places I've lived. If I could, can I say it, Mom? I want to thank all my former addresses. I was born on 248 East 9th Street. I lived on 1396 East 53rd, 422 78th Street, and 952 Clove Road. The two addresses are the ones I, have my most memories for. But I have to thank those places because they gave me a roof over their head. And my father as well, who's not with us. But I do want to, extend him and my family, my brothers Brian and Sean. Again, two people that probably didn't think much of the podcast. Although my brother was on Sportswire. He was on a few years ago, but now he's got daddy duty. But I just can't thank you enough. And Barry, you want to say anything, Barry?
There's a lot to say, but not right now.
Well, say you're
You
live,
should
Barry. Yeah,
you should
you're
say
live.
you should show the picture, Tom.
Oh, I gotta show you, Russ. I gotta show you the picture. There's a lot of people. I got a lot of videos to play, but let me show you the video, Russ. You're gonna love it, Russ. You are gonna love. You are gonna love this picture. I mean,
It's the
you're
old
gonna.
Tom in the picture.
This is gonna be like Russ. You're gonna be like, I knew that guy. This guy, I don't know. I don't know him, but let me play you this photo. This is gonna be a funny one. Maybe even Sharon Bryce forgets this one. I'm gonna really get canceled now. But yeah, there you go. Remember that, Russ? Remember that? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
That's
Barry looks the
I know.
same.
Gee, thanks.
Barry looks great. I look worse. I mean, it's actually Barry looks great. Barry looks great there. Barry looks like he's
I was a lot lighter back then, to tell you the truth.
I thought you actually were a lot lighter now.
No.
Tom, I have to say this.
Yes,
You
Nicholas.
look younger now.
Well, actually, I think I'm in better shape now, actually. I think I'm in better shape now, believe it or not. I mean, Russ is gonna be like, really?
Much better looking now. How about that?
Well, I found my stride. I don't think Russ, with the Brooklyn politics days, politics is an interesting world because it's not a comfortable place. It's a lot of, it's like being on the battlefield. You're always like in defense, but in this world, really the last 2 years, I want to say when we reconnected, I was on my way to being here, but really in the last year, it's really been because of this that's given me those opportunities. And I do want to thank some other people while I get to some people and let Russ and others roast me, which I'm expecting some roasting in a little bit. I do want to thank first of all, I want to thank my friends in the UK, Sportnarium, which was originally what Sportswire Radio was. I promised I would thank the presenters there: Trevor Lakey, Arv the Fox Mitu, Steve Trendle, Sean, Gail Kilmartin, Richie Thomas. I want to thank all of them for taking me on with the rest of the presenters about 4 years ago. I want to thank obviously the Backyard and the Underground Wrestling companies, namely WCE, IMF, ROEW, DKW, ALW of late, BTW, LBYW was here, the Backyard Wrestling Nexus. I also want to thank DBW. I want to thank Colory Championship Wrestling. I have some other companies. If I remember, Russ, I got to remember all of them off the top of my head. I do want to thank them. I want to thank the Five Towns College Athletics Department for their support. A lot of people. I'll definitely get to them. But you guys want me to read some comments, by the way? Russ, on your show with Gene, do you guys get a live chat? Do people talk to you on your show with Gene?
Yeah, Gene manages all the technical stuff, but there is a live chat. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see how this one compares to yours. Zella, by the way, who is yes, Russell, we have a Hall of Fame. I'm going to put you and Gene in the Hall of Fame maybe before this year, only if you guys will accept. I mean, I don't know. I emailed Gene, but maybe he just didn't read his emails. But we'll put you guys in the Hall of Fame. That'll be a fun show. Maybe we'll do that in a month or so. But Zilla is my newest member of the Hall of Fame. There's Zilla. Zilla, she actually really watches all of my streams religiously. She's a true Backyard Wrestling fan, and she liked to call me the GOAT, but I don't eat goat cheese. But congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Michael Christian, who is here on an episode that we probably won't talk about again on Sportswire. There is my mother, Sharon Bryce, but we can call her Mom, but Sharon Bryce, that's her name. But thank you for tuning in and putting me on this earth, right? Although she probably will regret that after this show coming out. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sean Jovi, another man, the first Backyard wrestler I had on Sportswire Radio. Russ, you love Ox McCoy. He's bound in blood, reigns in blood. He sends all of his messages in blood. My buddy Nolan Money McDermott, who's from Kewanee, Illinois, is an STBW, must not to be confused with STP, the Stone Temple Pilots. Nicholas, you'll have something to say about them in a few weeks, I'm sure. Let's see who else is here. My buddy Chase Wakefield. Yes, thank you, Chase. Thank you. How you doing? Yes, you might say something there, but that's a disgraceful account that from one individual. I think he's talking about the fat guy that looked like the guy who played was it Bad Santa? But yeah, thank you for tuning in though. But you can come again. Chase Wakefield is putting together. Russ, I know you got married, but do you ever think about having a wrestling show while married? But this is what this guy is doing, Chase Wakefield. He wants to have a wrestling show where he's getting married at the same time. Kind of interesting, God. Right? Yeah. Well, he'll be here to talk about it in 2 weeks. As long as Justin Parsnips doesn't show up, we'll be fine. Who knows? My buddy Il Drago, he's really Samoan, and he's been a big supporter of mine. He'd like to say all wrestling matters. Senpai the Explorer, hello everyone, how you doing? And want to say hello to Remy Ravage. Remy is a good friend of the show. Remy obviously has been in the news, but we'll leave that at that for a different time. Thank you, Remy, for your support. I'm not Tim. My mother called me Tim, by the way. Maybe she should call me Tim. I don't know. Yes, the Russians in Brooklyn got me 200 subscribers. They did. Angela got me them. I don't know. Where is Angela, by the way? I love what RG1 is bringing to the table here. See, Russ, you fit in already, by the way, Russ. You fit in here on these shows all the time. Now you're a regular. In 14 minutes, you're a regular, and we have 26 people on the live already. So you're bringing us viewers, We're bringing us viewers. Chase Wakefield, what's the issue? Long story. That'll be a few days ago. We'll talk about that at a different time. My very good friends, Russ in Roseburg, Oregon. Have you ever been to Oregon, Russ? Coming from Gravesend like yourself, have you ever been to Oregon?
I avoid the West Coast like the plague, man.
All right. Well, he's a good friend of mine, RTG. He's the general manager of BTW, and they support my platform. My mother's laughing because she spelled my name wrong. Thank you very much. I should have been a Tim. What's up? Nice stream. Keep it up. I really enjoy this game and would love to connect and support you. Yeah, definitely. Definitely we'll connect off the air for sure. There's a woman named Atomic Trash here, Russell. Have you guys ever met anybody with Atomic Trash, possibly?
That's a terrific name.
Great name.
Well, that's her name. That's really her name. Oh, Dave Moon 01. Yeah, I'll add you on Discord. Thank you very much, wherever you might be. Now, have you ever been to Alabama, Russ?
I have.
Well,
I've driven through it.
Okay, well, he is the general manager for the Alliance Wrestling League in Alabama. He is Hillbilly Tilly. He is a very good friend of mine for about a year and a half, and he appreciates me. Yes, thank you. Hello to my mother. Barry, your mom's here, Barry. You got to say something to your mom.
My mom.
Barry, you got to be more forceful. If David Starobin was bossing you around, you would have been, oh, David, this. Come on, let's
he ain't
go.
bossing me no more.
Let's go. Well, that's why you're here on Sportzwire, actually with some viewers and getting some recognition. That's why, that's the case, But he's out of office. I'm the guy. Russ, I got to say this. I want to say this for the chat. All those years, we wanted to win an election, right? We wanted to win one of our own. But I would like to think, Russ, that this is kind of what really should have been all those years ago, because I'm here with 1,300 plus subscribers. I'm a paid streamer on YouTube and Facebook now. I've got all these people here. This is really where it should have been all those years ago. So in a way, everything evens out. There's an expression, Russ, a rising tide lifts all boats. And well, you can say that these people, they've lifted the boats. It took a hot skip in a minute, but here we are.
You beat the game, bro. I stole that, by the way. I'm pretty sure JFK said that first about a rising tide.
We'll go with it, Russ. You're here right now. My buddy Comatose. If you want to pop in, say hello. I'll send you the link. He is also from McCall, Idaho. Now, have you ever been to Idaho, Russ?
I have not been to Idaho.
Okay, well, maybe you should have that on your bucket list, but we'll move on. Hello to the GOAT. Yes, Comatose. Want to say hello to Liz in WC, Nicholas Crenton's employer. She has been a big supporter of mine. We thank her for that. Also, Comatose, congratulations on the new girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend now, by the way. Congratulations for the man. Straight round of applause for everyone. We love you, Tom. You deserve the excess. He's lying, Russ. It's a joke. Congrats on the 1,000 subs. Well-deserved, Uso Tom. Thank you for that. My issues with Justin Parsnips, that he's not of huge concern. All that, yes, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's run through the chat further. Thank you for everything. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sean Jovi. Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate the kind words. I'm proud of you. Yes, love you, Sean. Thank you for your support. Want to say hello to my very good friend Soldier GP, also from the IMF. He is the popular monster. He appreciates me. I appreciate him. Let's go here. Yes, this guy here, unfortunately, he's I'm going to say it. He's from a company that, they have sex offenders. We don't want to really go there, right? We don't want to talk about the pedos, right, Russ? You're a law enforcement background, right? You did a few things out there. We don't want to give. This is what somebody here, sour grapes. They had some stuff, but we'll leave that for a different time, because they're gonna get their just desserts. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it like you would do it on the battlefield, Russ.
Well, we hope.
Yeah, we'll definitely we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll I'm sure have a lot to see. But thank you. Yes, thank you for the shirt. I appreciate my own shirt. James Taylor, why aren't you here, James Taylor, on the chat? I will send you the link if you'd like.
Where are you, James?
Yeah, where is James? So, Russ, James Taylor is always on my shows on Sportswire, so he's always a regular, really regular. He's got 130,000 followers. He's got 130,000.
By the way, Tom, not to cut off your flow here, but I'm dying to know where you got the nickname the Rev, because I think that is fucking hilarious.
So actually, in 2020, I became a life minister through the Universal Life Church. That's how I actually got it in 2020.
That is amazing. I would love to. You give a sermon basically every day on these shows.
Yeah, and lately the pedo companies don't seem to like it, but that's okay. Most of the other people like it, so yeah, that's we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for that. Well, I appreciate your support. I do have somebody else here, and my friend here, Mr. BC Hunter from Wrestling with the Truth. This is now somebody from one of my internet podcast on the internet radio here, Russ, who's all the way from Canada. How you doing, BC? Thank you so much for your support. He's also with Wrestling with the 80s, which I'm going to put that YouTube link up shortly for. And thank you for stopping by, my man. It's been a hot skip in a minute. How you doing?
It has been. Thanks for inviting me over. I won't take up too much time.
No, you've been so great. I remember when we spoke 3 years ago, and we were on a stream together with the Nightmare Jay Myers, and
yep.
You've been a big part. The internet radio has really been a hallmark of me getting here. So no, you definitely, I'm happy that the presenters are here.
Well, yeah, man, like congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers. That's a pretty huge accomplishment. And you're right. You were the first one to actually believe in Wrestling with the Truth.
I thought it was a great show. I thought it was a great podcast. I really was really into it. I just couldn't say enough good things about it. I was really into what you did, and you were such a good talker, and I just couldn't say enough good things about the show. Really, I wish you'd do more of it.
Yeah, well, I think Wrestling with the Truth right now is on hiatus, but Wrestling with the 80s has kind of been more the focus. That's obviously I'm an 80s wrestling maniac, so that's why it's that. So I see we've got Hulk Hogan in the room here too, so he can pop over to the channel and check it out. But yeah, it's that's what it's going to be for the moment on YouTube, kind of like what you're doing with the whole gig. But it's you never know. Wrestling with the Truth might make a comeback. It's just I'm enjoying the old product more than I am the modern product right now.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest. I'm going to make some people mad. I only really watch Backyard and Underground Wrestling. I mean, I watch WWE, but because I cover it Friday nights, but I do prefer the old wrestling a little more. 2000s, 90s, I do prefer a lot of that. So, I really appreciate you coming by, and hopefully that I have some of the presenters will come in here in a few minutes, but everything else good with you? Everything, how's the family and such? You doing good and such? Anything you want to say to the audience? I'm going to put your YouTube link up here in a minute. I just got to find it. But, we'll do that shortly. But anything else you'd like to say before I find it?
No, I mean, again, like I say, I'm just so appreciative to what you did as far as taking a chance on us, myself and Jay back in the day. I mean, honestly, I think we were only a few episodes into the run, and that's when you reached out and asked if we wanted to be part of Sportswire, and we were blown away about the chance to be able to be part of the family. And you've been nothing but kind to us and promoted us and encouraged us all that time. So it's been great. And I'm glad to see that the success is kind of going back your way as well. So it's again, I just appreciate that, because it bolstered our confidence. There's a million podcasters out there, and we didn't know what the heck we were doing. We just figured out, all right, we're just gonna chatted about wrestling, and then when somebody actually was listening to us, that was pretty cool. So I appreciate you putting the link up for the Wrestling with the 80s. So yeah, come check that out, folks. If you like old school wrestling, if you like 80s wrestling, that's the that's the place to be right now. So
absolutely, definitely, the 80s has had a resurgence. Saturday night's main event is taking place at the end of the year, and Jesse Ventura is a topic again. And Brett came back a few months ago for the first time in Calgary in over a decade, and a lot of the 80s is with us. There's a resurgence. It's a resurgence in wrestling. It's everything goes cynical. Everything is, it's like the vinyl, right? The vinyl is back. So that's the case. But yeah, if you are here, BC is going to run. I know he's a busy man, but that's his YouTube channel. He's got 1,000+ subscribers. So go out there and support him. He's been a friend of mine for 3 years. One of those guys who was there at the very beginning of Sportswire, and miss you, man. Definitely, anything I can do for you, let me know, please. Yep. And thank you for your support and everything you did for the radio station. I couldn't say enough good things.
Right back at you, man, and continued success to you for sure.
Awesome. Appreciate
All right,
that.
take care. Take care, brother.
That was Mr. I think I lost you. There I go. Okay, now I can take you off the screen. Sorry, but yeah, actually, I still can't remove you. Now, so that's the magic of technology, Russ. It goes from better from the days on 17th Avenue and 76th Street. But that's a different show for a different. I think it's still vacated, by the way. This store. I don't think anybody moved in since.
Listen, Tom. Speaking to the old neighborhood, what's the deal with backyard wrestling? Are there any? Is there a circuit in Staten Island or Brooklyn, or is it just in other states?
It's really big in like the Midwest. It's big in the South. It's big in kind of like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana. Well, Indiana after Wednesday won't be. Wisconsin, one company sort of in Tennessee, not the other two. But, it's big in places like in the South, the West. We have the Northwest, Oregon, South Dakota, North Dakota. Really, where places have.
Wasn't there a backyard fed? There used to be a backyard fed in Brooklyn. I know
there was a playground fed. Yeah, there was a playground in Manhattan. They used to run. They would run on the playground. There's one in Philadelphia that we had on. They two guys. One of them was Devin Adams and J.J. Stevens, but they're getting trained to be pros. New Jersey, there's some in Jersey. We have one company that comes on here from kind of the Jersey, PA area. But in New York City, Russ, it's hard. Nobody has a place to put a big ring up. Nobody has the thing to put that up. Could you imagine it in my backyard putting up a wrestling ring? Forget about it. I'd be thrown out of the neighborhood. They want to throw me out anyway. But that's not gonna. It's very hard. In Long Island they had a backyard fed like 20 years ago. It was big in Long Island.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, a little disappointing, man. I would have thought Staten Island would have had something.
It's kind of like for in the Midwest area, the one area that we have yet to see a backyard fed in, or at least there hasn't been in a while, is Minnesota.
Yeah, good point. Minnesota is another good one. It's a very good one. Let me get through some comments here because I got to still play a bunch of videos and such. Let's get to some people here. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Once again, congrats to Reverend Tom and Sportswire for 1,000+ subs. I appreciate that. Yes, very happy to work with the Nexus and LBYW. My buddy, Mr. Ace, he's from Australia. He is from Australia there. And I want to say hello to a female friend who just messaged me and said I look cute, but she's just joking, Russ. There's a female that might like me, but we'll have to leave that for a different time. Yeah, hard to believe, right? That's a guy, Justin Parsley. He was a topic of yesterday's show. Tom Bryce for the Hall of Fame. Well, not according to the guy who was complaining about me exposing certain people, but we'll leave that at that. Yes, hello there, my friends, the Sit Down Marks. I think it's a good time to play something from those guys. I actually do have a video. Let me play a tribute video first. Let's play this from my friend Rob Maraska, who's been on my show for 5.5 years. And let's play it here.
Say congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers or more. I love being on the show. Great group of guys, great shows, and let's go Mets.
Thank you, Rob Maraska, who would have been here, but the Mets are playing, in case anybody didn't know. So
Tom, don't go any further. Hold on a second. We got the Yankees clinching and the Mets struggling to survive. What's your prediction for the World Series? This is Sportswire.
I think the Yankees are going to probably win the World Series. That's what I think. The Yankees.
The Mets make it.
No. I don't think the Mets make it. Now I'm going to lose like 15 of my viewers right now because they're going to be mad at me for saying that. But that's what I do happen to think. But, well, Nicholas Crenton's laughing. He thinks it's funny. But let me play my Sit Down Marks video because I got to play it from my very good friend, Mr. DB, the Dirty Bird himself, who I'm sorry you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. So let me play another tribute video here for the audience. Let's play another one here. Here we go. Tributes galore on Sportswire.
What's going on, everybody? It's DB, the Dirty Bird, the host of the Sit Down Marks podcast, one of the original wrestling podcasts right here on Sportswire Radio. And I'm just checking in today to say congratulations to 1,000 subscribers to Sportswire Radio, because hard work pays off, great content pays off, and a lot of that is going on right here on Sportswire Radio. So a big double thumbs up from us here at Sit Down Marks Podcast. We want to thank Thomas Bryce and everybody at Sportswire Radio and all the great shows on Sportswire Radio. Keep on trucking, baby. Keep spreading the good word of wrestling, and we'll see you guys at 2,000 subscribers. Onward and upward.
Thank you, Mr. Dirty Bird. There we go. It was another tribute. We have a bunch of them tonight to play. Definitely have a bunch of them here. We have a bunch of them to play. So what you guys think of that video? You guys like it? Not like it? What'd you think?
That's nice.
He's a ring announcer in Illinois, by the way. He's a ring announcer in Illinois.
I was gonna say I love the voice.
He got a great voice. He's long back on independent wrestling, and he was another guy during COVID, Russ, 3.5 years ago. We were on a Zoom call, and I was trying to convince him. I got this idea. I have an internet radio station. Do you want to join me? I was like, here, whatever you want, and he believed in me. He liked my my idea, so he liked it, and here he is. He appreciated my support. Thank you very much. My man C Money, he's definitely full of money. Zilla wants a match. Soldier GP's a big guy. You like Soldier, Russ. You definitely like him. He's a big guy with a lot of braids. Nicholas Crenton's got a weird relationship with him. Van Barry would probably bet on nobody. But yes, hello there to Jacob Frost. You really like Jacob Frost. Have you been to Nebraska, by the way, Russ?
I stepped foot in Nebraska.
Oh, you did. You did.
I
Well,
did.
you definitely like Nebraska. Let's take this off the screen. Thank you, C Money, and his brother. Poor CJ Black. She likes the name. It's a terrific name. She likes the name. I mean, but I don't know who else would like the name, but somebody likes it, right? Barry likes the name. Barry, do you like the name Atomic Trash, Barry? Barry froze. Barry. Think of it like Davis Thoreau been asking you to go and flyers.
Having too much problems right now.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, you figure out the problems. We'll go to the chat. Yes, thank you, Mama Comatose. How you doing, Mama Comatose? Zilla, Justin Parsley. He's an interesting guy. He's a very interesting guy, Justin Parsley, and especially after yesterday's show. Very interesting fellow. Let's go to the chat here. I sent you the link, Comatose. Now it's legend Tom Bryce to get a Sportswire drink like Logan Paul Prime. The greatest man to ever live. Greatest man. Is that you, Russ? Are you the greatest man to ever live? Or is that? Oh, Diana thinks that, right?
I used to be a guy named Russ Gallo.
Well, speaking of people you'd love to meet,
I
this
don't know, but
guy's name
still
is
not just playing in my
James
head.
Taylor. James Taylor, a man that I owe a debt of gratitude to, also because I bought the PWF Network, which is a promo wrestling federation, which I know nothing about. But James is kind of like the new John Walsh of America's Most Wanted. He's been the guy exposing these dirty, dirty people here. But I'm sure we'll do another one of these shows in a couple days from now. But James has got 130,000 followers, and James Taylor is the owner of ROEW. My shout out, and how you doing, James?
I'm all right, Tom. How are you? Congratulations once
Thank you very
again
much.
for 1,000 subscribers plus.
Yeah, and you should meet some of the people. My friend Russell Gallo. I spoke about Russell at the beginning of the show. He was from the city of New York City, from County of Kings, and now he's in South Carolina. Is it? Are you in South Carolina now, or am I imagining things?
Parts undisclosed, but yes.
Okay, we'll leave that at that. You're in somewhere in parts unknown. But Russ was a man that gave me a true start in politics, and I think he's one of the reasons I'm here today. So we wanted to give Russ a bit of gratitude, and James, I got to give you a debt of gratitude. So what would you like to say?
Well, I mean, just congratulations mostly, and I hope that tonight is going to be a better night for you. You look like you're going to be in better
Oh my
spirits.
God! Please don't talk about yesterday.
Have some fun. Oh,
we're having
I
fun.
don't know.
We're having
But
definitely
anyways,
having fun.
I just wanted to come on here and say howdy and meet
You
everybody.
should hang out
How
in
you-
about
how you
15
doing?
minutes from now when this guy Heshy Tischler comes on. You just wait. You want to talk about Lively? You just wait till he comes on here in about 15 minutes. You'll definitely wait for that. You should hang on for Mr. Tischler.
You know, one thing I always wondered, you should put some of these guys, myself included, in a small little, just for fun, because we all wrestling matters. Let's do a little promo battle. Anybody that's up to do a wrestling promo and talk some trash.
Well, we'll do that one of these days, but I have to put this on the screen because I have to congratulate Miss Angela Pink because she was the person that got me 200 subscribers and a community advocate out there who is a little bit under the weather, but I want to thank her for her support. Thank you, Angie. Love you, Angie, for all your support. She was sending a link to everybody. Go subscribe to him. She was sick, and she was actually like the second or third person to have heard my podcast. So I really want to thank you, Angela, for your support and everything you've done for me. I can't thank you enough. And this is for you. I hope you're here in the chat. And thank you for that. Who is that? That's an anonymous person that is upset that their company probably couldn't upload their stream or other streams. But, that's how it goes. Yeah, we had this guy, starts with a D, ends with Michaels. James, probably mad at you too, about some of the posts you shared on Instagram. But we won't get into that tonight. Tonight's a special night, but we'll have some anonymous person probably commenting about upset about backyard wrestling companies being exposed.
Well, I mean, it's not that they're being exposed; they're kind of just throwing it out there. And
well,
for
wait
other
till
people to
Wednesday.
find
You
out.
wait till Wednesday night. Just wait till Wednesday night. That's all I'm going to say. You'll love that show, Russ. You'll definitely love that one. Want to say hello to my buddy who's here next week, Silas Walker, the DBW Global Champion, who's an Indianapolis Colts fan. He was very happy his Colts won today. Thank you so much. If I'm allowed on the show, well, if you want the link, Frost, I'll send you the link. Let me see if anybody else is here. Well, we'll see about that. Thank you very much, Zilla. Thank you. And yes, you deserve to have a girlfriend. Congratulations. Thank you, my man, Ox McCoy. Yeah, anybody in the chat can tell me about this. Yeah, comatose, shave your beard. Yeah, they look alike, Russell, but that's, I'm seeing double comb. Oh, my buddy here, Mr. Michael D'Elia. Michael, I think is going to come on the chat. Michael will have a good reason to explain about Michael, and he comes on here in a few minutes. I sent you the link. Let me see. Did I send you the link? Let me see. I think I did send you the link. Let me see. No, I didn't. I have to send you the link. Okay. Michael D'Elia, I must send you the link in about a few minutes. So give me 2 seconds there while I send him a link. So that'll be interesting. So we'll have more people to come on the stream in a minute or two. And these are James Taylor, Barry Gutman, Nicholas Crenson, and a gentleman named Russell Gallo, Mr. Russell Gallo, from Parts Unknown. Also the host of Buffoon of the Week, right? Co-hosting still with Gene, Buffoon of the Week?
Behind Enemy Lines.
I was behind Enemy Lines. I thought it was Buffoon of the Week. Or is that the other page, right? The other page? Okay, fair enough. But Michael D'Elia, I sent you the link just now. So I don't have to fight. Oh, it's a different show. With Frosty. Oh, okay. Let's get into some more comments. Justin 40. So who's Justin Barry? Did I meet Justin before?
I don't think so. He's from my old neighborhood, Neck Road.
Oh yeah. What neighborhood was that again? Was that Sheepshead Bay?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to move back to Sheepshead Bay. They miss you
Definitely
there.
not happening.
Well,
Where
Russ
is
was
that now, Barry?
Papa's.
He's by the precinct over there, the precinct in the firehouse. Pretty safe. It's on Snyder Avenue over there. Well, I had to do it to big. Oh, thank you, Jacob Frost drank for me. Oh, here he is, my man, my good friend, Mr. Michael D'Elia, my buddy Michael D'Elia, who comes from Staten Island. And Michael, you want to put your camera on? You want to say hello to the audience? My good buddy, Mr. Michael.
My
D'Elia.
room's a mess. I'm sorry.
Put the video on. Put the video on. We got 41 people live. They want to see it. Put it on, Mike. Let's go. Let's go already, Mike. You've been.
If I must.
Put it in. They don't care. We got back there. There you go. You look good. This is Michael D'Elia.
I look terrible.
You look great. You look like you could do a stand-up comedy tour for us. Michael is a good friend. We met 6 years ago, ironically enough, Russ, on the Steven Saperstein campaign. It was the second one that lost, but yeah, he lost that one. But then he became a Democrat. But I stayed with him as a Democrat. That's a different show for a different time. But, Michael is now doing some other things, and he's been one of my closest friends, and he's been a big supporter, and I wanted to have him here for a few minutes. And I just want to say thank you, man, for your support. You listened to the podcast when nobody else was listening to him, and, you were there, you were loyal, and, I don't say enough loyal to the people that really got me there. People like Russ and Barry in the community, you were in the community, and it's great that I met James and Nicholas, but it was you guys that, were there for me when, these people weren't, so I just want to say thank you for your support.
Yeah, I'm always game to hang out at Joe and Pat's again.
Well, when are you available next?
I don't know, sometime this week, probably.
All right, well, then you let me know a date. Probably we could do it sometime. We could definitely have Joe and Pat's. Yeah, we go to Joe and Pat's still, Russ. I know you miss Joe and Pat's. Were you a Joe and Pat's fan? I forget if you liked them or not.
I think I went there with you a couple of times.
I think we did go. We went to Joe and Pat's a couple of times. But me and him go. He lives a little closer to Joe and Pat's still. So I'll walk over there when I don't have a foot blister and when he's not doing stand-up comedy. But how you doing otherwise, Mike? Anything you want to say to the audience? Anything I could plug? Yeah, you want me to plug anything? Anything else you want to plug on behalf of yours or anything?
I mean, aside from a roast battle I'm doing next month, but that's neither here nor there.
There. Okay, well, you know what? That's good. Anything else you want to say? You want to say anything funny about me? You want to say anything that the audience should know embarrassing? I mean, remember we were getting signatures for Manny Alejandro in the train stations? That was kind of common,
yeah.
right? Russ, you would have loved those jokes. We were going out there in 2019 when Letitia James was the attorney general, got elected. There was a special election for public advocate. We were working for this guy who called me right after like Christmas. Like, hey, I'm running for office. And I'm like, who are you again? And then it was like, we put together like 20 of us. We were begging to get signatures in New York City train stations, but somehow we got the signatures. But this guy spent, Russ, $56,000 of his own money and wound up having no money left and got like 3,000 votes in a citywide race. So,
And Josh still hasn't gotten paid.
Well, but Josh is on the road right now. He's driving trucks, so I don't think he's complaining. But
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And speaking of other people, the legendary Comatose is here. So, yeah, it was good to see you. And, yeah, that was fun, Mike. We had some fun times. Comatose has been one of my recent favorites. And, Russ, you're getting to meet the gang here. Isn't that kind of great? We're joined with the whole people from my past. We got Barry Gutman, who's really shy right now. Nicholas Crenson, the Psycho Wolf. Yeah. James Taylor, the legendary James Taylor with 130,000 followers. Mr. Russell Gallo, who is the one and only Russell Gallo. And Michael D'Elia. And we got Comatose. And was a double champion, was a triple champion. And how you doing, good sir?
I am doing absolutely wonderful, Tom. I just wanted to come on here and congratulate you on reaching that coveted milestone of 1,000 subscribers. If there is anybody in this entire community that has a talk show that deserves it, it is absolutely you, because you work night and day, blood, sweat, and tears. You put everything into this, and we all love you so much for it.
Oh, thank you. Your mom's been such a great supporter, and everybody in BTW, and I really, really thank you guys. It's been great connecting with you the past 4 or 5 months, and you introducing me to everybody there: RJS, Jacob Frost, Steven Storm, Blackout, BES, yourself, obviously, and the rest of the BCF3, and I really can't thank you guys enough.
We can't thank you enough. You are blowing us up like crazy right now, and I've got to say, this is one of the more healthy relationships that I've seen all of my life, and I should know because I've been in quite a few bad relationships.
Well, we don't want you to be any more bad relationships.
No, definitely not. So this is a healthy relationship for everybody, and you're just the saint. You are the Rev for a reason.
Well, I don't know about that, but Barry's got a Twitch page. Everybody, go follow Barry on Twitch so Barry can go speak up a little more. But I appreciate that very much. You're welcome to hang out. I'm going to run through some of the chat here while we do that. Let's go through some people. C Money and Comatose are brothers. Is that true? Is that true here, Mr. Comatose? Are you guys brothers?
No, and no, I have heard this for so long. I even cut my 2-foot-long locks that I was growing out.
You did cut them.
Just so, one, to donate it, and two, so I would stop hearing that I look exactly like C Money.
Well, I've been offered to cut my hair, but I'm like, I don't want to cut it.
That makes complete sense. It takes a lot of work to get.
Russ, in politics, I would try to hide my hair. Now it's like, well, now that I have a following, I'm just gonna grow the mutton chops out, grow the hair.
I know you used to have the ponytail, but you do need to shave that beard off. You look like a hippie. What are you doing?
Nah, the audience, the viewers love it. See, the viewers, they like it. I'm going with the viewers. You
got to give the people.
And I have a lady out there listening to this, and she seems to like it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Oh,
she won't like it after this tonight. I'll promise you that much. But I'll let you hang out for a minute, Mike. Let me run through a few comments. Mr. Darkron, who's in the house, he'll be here on Saturday. And who else is here? 2KW is crazy good. Yes, that's the company. 2KW, correct. Yep. Let's see who else we got. The Playground Fed, yes. I'm doing a whole watch and post through ET. Yes. Oh, the very good wrestling page. Got to say hello to obviously my buddies in LBYW. Thank you, the missus. We love you. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you guys all next month. There it is. How you doing, my man? The best wrestling comes from Shelbyville. But you'll see on Wednesday. You're gonna get your just desserts. You just watch, my man. That's James. That's gonna be your next video next. You just watch. It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah. You'll say it's coming. Oh, it's coming. The best wrestling. Oh, it's coming. They have some pedos there. But they're gonna get theirs. Oh, they're gonna get theirs. They're gonna get theirs. They're gonna get theirs. But yes, let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. What's the Mets for? Anybody know? Let's go Mets for Marine Park. You know what I'm not from the Marine Park, Russ? Or that's not you.
That name sounds real familiar.
Congrats, Tom. Thank you, Alan Michaels. I appreciate that very
Mets
much.
are down 1-2 in the middle. It's the middle of going to the bottom of the third.
Hello, Nicholas Prenton. I hope you're well and looking forward to kicking butt in WC. Yes, we want to. How you feeling, by the way?
yeah.
How you doing now? You feeling, Nicholas?
Oh, I'm feeling a lot better than I did the past couple of days. Still sore, still hurts anytime I cough or laugh.
Does
But
it hurt
other
more
than
than an
that-
Ox McCoy match?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Russ.
then
Yeah,
again, I have a high
he does some
pain
death
tolerance.
match wrestling, some very hardcore wrestling. You probably like to check it out, Russ. Sometime. You
I
probably
definitely want to check that out.
You'll definitely check it out. Thank you to Miss Angela. I'm disappointed she's not here, but that's okay. Want to say hello to my man Scorpion the Assassin. I was watching his stuff on Instagram, a fellow New Yorker from upstate, though. And yes, I have Brandon and Silas next Monday and Tuesday. Yes, very excited about that. Love you. And yeah, Barry here. Yeah, you should come on the stream. Brandon was on your stream, Barry, last night. You should bring Brandon on to Sportswire. Send him the link. Bring Brandon on. But Barry, you alive? Barry, hey,
Hi, how's it going?
hey! I'm yelling at you more than Senator Sterobin was. That's why he was out of office in 15 minutes.
Barry, don't
Let's
take
go.
that shit.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, thank you very much. Love Chris Aruda. Yes, we're gonna definitely get all the guys back on. Yeah, Eric Mason, bro. He's Eric Mason. I can't wait till Wednesday night. Oh, baby, you just can't wait. But right now, it's gonna be more comments. Yes, keep up the great content and hi to Michael. And
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head off.
are you gonna go? All right, I'll let you go,
Yeah.
Mike. We'll do Joe and Pat's definitely soon.
Yeah.
And thank
I
you, bro.
appreciate you, Tom.
Brett,
Congratulations.
man, thank you for our friendship for 6 years, man. And just thank you for everything, bro. Okay. That was Michael D'Elia, Russ. You missed Michael. He was in the campaigns when they were losing. But that was a different time. They were losing one. That was a losing one. The Saperstein was a losing one. You were probably happy about that one. That was the one in 2018 when Senator Golden lost and Donovan lost and Saperstein lost. And we were like, that was a tough one. But
Yeah, that was the end of the era, though.
that was the end of it. Yeah, and Marty's still around. I don't know why, but well, it's a different show for a different time. But Wednesday night. Oh yeah, well, you just wait. Let's just say get the popcorn. You'll love that one. You'll love that one. Let's just say that. But yeah, but we've run through most of the chat comments. Let me play another tribute video. I got another tribute video before my next tribute comes on here, and let's do one from all the way in the UK, Russ. I've actually got one in the UK for you. I got one here from a British wrestler, a very good friend of mine, who's been very supportive of my efforts to expose the truth. And let me do that here. He's a big TikTok influencer. James, you know him very well. You're going to love this tribute. Let me get to it here. Let's pull it up here. And here we go. This is from the Tribal Cheese, who's big on TikTok and Instagram. He's competing with you, James. Go.
It ain't easy being cheesy. Acknowledge me and acknowledge Bree. Tribal Cheese, Big Cheese Logan, sending love and support from the streets of Manchester all across the pond to America to his good friend, the Rev Tom Bryce, and congratulating him on 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, it's an hard ask to get them subscribers, but you've been plugging away, and I've been watching from day one, and I see the community grow and grow and grow, and it will keep growing. It will keep growing. Now, the thing is with Tom, you know, we got on straight away, and it's safe to say I call him a good friend. A good friend. It's one of the only people that I call a good friend that I've not met. So do you know what I've done? I made a photo of us meeting, and I know he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it. He's definitely gonna be loving it. He's watching this and he's laughing. He's loving it because it's gonna be the most unique post you've ever got. So yeah, we're gonna come back on the show and we're gonna talk more shenanigans of what's been happening in the cheese life, and I'm sure the friendship will continue to grow until the day we properly meet in person. So yeah, acknowledge Bree. It ain't easy. You know you want to say it. Being cheesy.
Oh yeah. There you go, Russ. There you go, Russ.
I ain't gonna lie, I did say it with him.
Same. That was funny. I think we love that. Yeah, and this fellow here, obviously, James, they're gonna get theirs on Wednesday, so they're.
Oh wait, what's the one that I heard we're talking
Yeah,
about?
it's a guy from a sinking ship. You know, the next TBW. Let's just put it that way. You know.
Gotcha.
It'll be fun. Can't wait for Wednesday. Can't wait.
what about the video that I did for you for 1,000? I think so. Me and Mr. Cheesy are the only ones that've done a video for you.
No, we got a few more. Where's your video?
What is up?
It's on Instagram. Remember?
I got to check that in a minute. But yeah, by the way, before I do anything, yes, let me give prayers to Levi McDaniel, who's in the hospital. He's the general manager of the IMF. He has been a steadfast supporter of ours, and we want to pray for Levi. Yes, we love Levi, and we definitely pray for him. Yeah, we pray for his grandma, and we pray for Levi's grandma. We definitely love Levi, and thank you for that. But Big Man Cam is here.
Hey,
Big Man,
hey. What is
how
up?
are you here live with us?
I'm here live with you, man. I'm watching my son, but I'm keeping him in the background for obvious reasons. We got some people in the community that like people his age, so
we got one in your former company, right? We got a couple of them in your former company, right? That's why we got the bums here, right? The ones, they called me a mutton chop MFer there. This in your old guy Blackheart. Russ, you'd love it. It's like Brooklyn politics again. It's like dealing with the likes of Lucretia, the likes of who was the other guy with the crazy trench coat? It was like the same thing. It's like over all those years ago. It's like the same thing. We got the one guy who they call him a fish face, and he called the platform a cancer. That's what because he can't control the narrative. It's like Brooklyn politics all over again, Russ.
Listen, Tom, when you got people hating on you, you do
really?
it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's like I'm so happy this guy, bad karaoke singer, called me a mutton chop MF. I'm so happy about it. I was like, it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. I'm so happy about it. I just couldn't. I'm thrilled. But Big Man Cam, that we'll have some fun in a couple of days, and you'll be pumped up for it, and it's going to be fun. But until then, what's on your mind?
Hey, I was going to ask, are you doing the roast yet, sir?
You can roast me. I'm waiting for Heshy Tischler to come back on here, but you roast me now.
I got to get my Tom Bryce impression off the table. I've been doing this to everybody for months, but when you said that you were going to have a roast, I've not let you hear it one time. So hold on. I got to find something that looks like a microphone. Oh, man. I wish I had All right. Hello, everybody. This is Tom Bryce with Sportswire Radio. We got my boy here, Big Man Cam. He's 6'17". He's got a size 87 shoe. And, Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters. We got the brightest lights, biggest stage. We got James Taylor, who, likes his cousin or something. We got me. I like pizza, but Jason Storm doesn't like pizza. That's it.
Thank you for that.
I love you, Tom. I hope you liked it. I tried.
I loved it. It was great. I mean, it was better than the ACT comment here. It was better than that one. But James, I do have your tribute. You've brought me a tribute, which I'm going to play the tribute right now. Well, who else is here? Who wants to see the James Taylor tribute?
I'll see it.
You're comatose. You want to see it?
Nicholas, I'll watch it after I watch all 47 of his matches.
You definitely want to see it. So let's definitely see it.
There's more than 47. There's at least 13 more.
Then I got to add them to my queue, James Taylor.
So here we go. Let's go with it here.
Gentlemen, Taylor, hello and welcome. Today, I thought I'd give a special birthday shout out.
Oh, that was the B-Day shout out, but it was still to 1,000 subscribers.
All wrestling matters, and that is the Reverend himself.
Where's the other one? You didn't send it to me.
What are you?
Oh, my bad. Oh, that was. I thought it was that one. My
fault. Okay, well that's one thing. Okay, well thank you for that.
I get it.
I got another tribute though. The good news is I got a couple more. We'll hang out here, but let me get to the next one here because I do have another one.
That counts. The quote that counts.
I got one here from my very good friend, a legend, the only person in the entire history of the UK, Russ, that was a boxing and a wrestling world champion. Major champion here. He's the natural born fighter, RP Davis, and let's play it for the audience.
Massive shout out to my good friend Tom Bryce at Sportswire Radio for hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Massive achievement, mate. Well done to you. You got behind me from the very start. It's something I've always believed, and how you continue to highlight professional wrestling. Much love, brother. Look at stuff.
Thank you. That is RP Davis, who was the first. By the way, why is he important for the audience? Because he was the official wrestler that I interviewed. The first one. January 2021. He was the first one through Sportinarium. The first wrestler I ever interviewed. First one.
I'll be back, Tom. I don't have a roast for you right now, but I'll be right
Well,
back.
we'll be hanging out for a little while longer here. We're waiting for another guest, but while I do that, I have a couple of more tributes. You have a YouTube page I could plug with you and Gene. I could pull it up for the screen in a minute. I'll find it. Well, I got to do my next tribute here. So let me pull up my next tribute. We'll have that here shortly. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're going to pull that up here. And let's see who else is here. Anthony Steele wrestles Soldier GP for him. That's a good idea, right? That's a good idea. That's you probably like Anthony Steele. Maybe not, Russ. You probably wouldn't like him. Kleptomania running wild. What's kleptomania? Kleptomania.
Oh, wow.
Does anybody know what that is? I don't even know.
You don't want to say that.
That's stealing.
Oh, we're gonna move. We're not gonna definitely talk about that. We're gonna definitely not talk about that. But I do have another tribute
Isn't that
video
like
here.
stealing?
Oh, well, we don't want to steal on Sportswire. We really don't. We have enough problems in the world. Let's pull it up here. Here we go. Okay. Next tribute coming up here. Let's right about here.
What is up, everybody? This is Chris Belcher, the host of Squared Circle Radio, and I want to extend a huge congratulations to Tom Bryce and the entire Sportswire Radio family. 1,000 subscribers. Not an easy feat by any stretch. We all know as content creators how hard it is to grow a channel, to extend your fan base, and to get new listeners and to keep new listeners. And Tom Bryce and the crew has just done a fantastic job. I know he gives credit to our shows who are on the network, and we appreciate that so much. We appreciate him playing our show. Tom has been an incredible supporter of Squared Circle Radio for a long, long time. I can't tell you what his partnership has meant to me personally, and of course to my show as well. The fact that he loves us so much, again, I don't know why he thinks our content is so good, but he does, and it just means the world to me. So, congratulations, Tom. Congratulations, Sportswire Radio family. Here's to 2,000 subscribers. Let's knock that one out too.
That was Chris Belcher. Why is he important? Because Chris Belcher is also from the Squared Circle Radio Show, which plays on sportswireradio.org. And that show was also one of the first podcasts we played on the internet radio. And Chris has been a good friend of mine for 3+ years. I never forget, we sat on a Zoom. We talked about what my vision was. He believed in it. And here we are all these years later. He's finally blowing up. His YouTube channel is doing very well. And we're going to give him a sub in a minute. We're going to definitely give him that sub in about 2 seconds. But that's Chris. Chris is doing a great job. He's interviewed Byron Saxton, WWE announcer. He's had on a whole bunch of great other people throughout the independent wrestling scene. He does WWE, AEW, just a solid dude. Been a big supporter of mine for a very long time. I can't thank him enough for everything that he's done for the platform. Myself, he's been a great friend. He's been on my show, and it was on Friday nights. And if you'd like to give him a follow, this is his YouTube channel. He's got 221 subs, but I definitely like to see him at 222 subs. And that's his YouTube channel. So check him out. And he's been a good friend. And anybody else would like to say anything on him, you can. But that's his YouTube channel. So there you go. Then we have some more tributes ahead. But Barry, are you alive, Barry? Barry.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say something, Nicholas? Go ahead.
Yes, actually, what I like, again, congratulations on 1,000 subs, and you've earned these 1,000 subs, Tom, because you have basically been a godsend to the community, especially backyard wrestling, especially WCE. When we started, we were like maybe at a couple hundred subs, and
I think we're at 250 or something like that.
Yeah, and now we're just finishing up our latest season. We just had some of the best viewed, like our
the bright side interview, we did hear almost 300 views alone.
Yeah. And it's not just that, it's because of you. We've had things like the relationship with IMF. We've had all these companies that are growing.
Summer Bash. How about Summer Bash?
Summer Bash.
But Devil's Playground coming up. STBW, not to be confused with STP. I mean,
yeah. And then it's not just that. We've next year we've got another summer. DKW is doing the Backyard Havoc. We've got Summer Bash in Iowa coming up again. We've got all these things, and a lot of it is thanks to you, Tom. And thank you so much for everything you've done for the entire wrestling community.
I appreciate that. And you guys were the first company to come on this platform. And that was in July of 2022. And you guys, made the community what it is. So you and Jovi, and Marshall and Brightside I can't thank you guys enough, Well, we should have had in politics for us, a community, people together, we just, we didn't have that, unfortunately. You gotta go?
You're welcome. You're welcome, Tom. I'm going to let you enjoy your night.
Well, we'll be here for a little
again.
while longer, but feel better. I do have another surprise coming, so we'll take him off. That's Nicholas Crenson, Russ. Yes, we have friends. I got Angela's here. Angela, I know you missed it, Angie, but congratulations, Angie. And Angie's in the house, Miss Angela Pink, and she's in the Hall of Fame. And we'll put you and Gene in the Hall of Fame. That'll be good. We'll put you in the Hall of Fame. That's for sure. That'll be interesting, right? Yeah, how about that? Yep, Angela Pink, who got me 200 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, Angela. Angela, I'd be nothing without my peak community. And there's Angela. Got us into to 1,000 subscribers. But I hope you enjoyed it, Angie. Thank you for your support. She also has a concert coming up, the Soul of South Brooklyn. I'm attending it next weekend, and I'm not going to be singing. You'll be all disappointed. I'm not singing, but maybe I'll be singing the Fishes here coming up on Wednesday. But you just wait for that. But there you go. Anybody want to say anything?
You got to give the people what they want. If you're going to go to a concert, you're not going to get up there and get on the mic for a little bit.
I don't want to make them lose viewers. I want them to go and attend the show. I don't want to make them lose.
See, what she thinks about that. I paid to see that.
I don't know. I have a lady out there that's watching the show. I'd have to let's see what she thinks. She's very quiet and anonymous, but that's okay.
Speaking of which, when were you gonna tell your family about your Riz, Tom? Your immaculate flirting skills to just attract these women.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I have no skills of any sorts. I just, talk through a microphone and,
it's your soothing voice.
I don't know if it's soothing.
I'm pretty sure Barry can back me up on this one. I've seen Tom in person, in action, many times.
Oh man, Tom.
I could back you on that one.
Well, all right. I'll say it for the audience here. We want to roast, right? I got a couple of people here. Chris Aruta's in the house. I see Big Man. I'll say it. Now, this was a long time ago here. We'll say it. So Angela's ready for it. If Angela's ready for it, I think Sharon Bryce went to bed, knowing her, so she ain't going to catch any of this. But, back in the day, now, I wouldn't recommend it now, but I would ask, some female, were you very attractive? Would you like to go out on a date? That's what I would ask. Would you like to go out sometime? And, most of the time they would say no for obvious reasons, but that's the gist of it. But speaking of people that are here, it is their show after all. Omen Black. I thought it was Fletch and Blackheart here. Wait, never mind. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
Well,
you insult us by calling us Blackheart and Fletch? Come on.
Yeah, well, they said Anthony Steele's a pedo.
they said what?
They alleged that Anthony Steele was a pedo. Basically, that's what the.
But wasn't their hardcore champion last year a pedo? Wasn't their guy that just retired a pedo?
I'm the international champion that they're going to be
bucking. The guy who stomped out to save the real ones, wasn't he a pedo?
Oops. Never mind.
But
we'll just.
They want to point fingers at everyone else. Got it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a mutton chop MFer.
You should be. That FCW is going down. Don't splash at all. They got rid of their best talent.
Well, we got the best talents on Sportswire. We got Omen and Soldier. It's there, Russell. This is actually Omen's show. So really tonight, Russ, you should be congratulating Omen Black because I'm just a little old employee because it's really his platform. He runs it. So you might want to congratulate him. Russ is from my past, a long time. Comatose. Have you met Comatose, by the way, Omen and Soldier? Have you guys met yet?
No, I can't see him, so I can't really.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And have you met Barry yet? Did you guys meet Barry by Wingman?
Is that the one that they say looks like C Money?
Yes.
Yes, that's him.
C Money's a buddy of mine, so you're okay in my book if you look like him.
I think I have met Barry. I watched his work. I really liked you in Super Troopers, Farva. So.
Oh yeah, your new TV show Tacoma PD is really good.
Leader Coke, am I right?
I'm gonna need a list of a Xerox copy of Who's a Pedo to keep hard to. I know we'll do that another time. Awesome group tonight there. Yeah, it's a really good group. It's really appreciated that for sure.
What's great is we don't have to worry about that 9 enough.
Oh,
Not at all.
what you guys on your mind?
Oh, we just wanted to come on and congratulate you personally. You know, Taylor was like, "Oh, nobody else sent you a video. Why send a video when we can come on personally and congratulate you for your 1,000 subscribers?" And now I see that you're like at 1,002.25. So, like, congratulations on that.
Yeah, me and Tom did a good job getting 1,000.
You got them all, Omen. It was all you. Angela got them all for you.
Tom, I know I say it's my show, but really, congratulations on the hard work, man. You deserve it. You deserve way more than you got. So let's keep up the good work.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, if Dick Michaels is still watching, shut your fucking mouth. This is all about Tom tonight.
Yeah, you should. You're gonna love the shows, Rush. You're gonna love some of these shows. You just wait. You're gonna love some of them. You're gonna love them.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. But if I announce, I'm not going to announce the time yet. Let them wait. Let them guess.
Oh well, just send me a link and I'll definitely come on and watch.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people on that link. I'm sure that one's going to be a link for sure. There's definitely going to be a link on that one. Oh, you'll be definitely getting a link. You'll be definitely getting a link on that one.
But I still want to say, I want to put this down, put this out there.
Yes,
Zilla, you're a hater. Zilla, I challenge you one-on-one. You want to sit there, list off your people? Well, I'm listing off my dream match. Soldier GP versus Zilla. Make it happen. Let's go. I'm tired of the trash talk.
That's awesome.
Well, Zilla's out there. Do you want to see Zilla wrestle anybody? Does anybody want to see Zilla wrestle?
Yes. Right here.
Wrestle my fucking partner, the Soldier GP.
That's right. Bring it.
Maybe Zilla should. I would love to see Zilla on the stream, but unfortunately, she's not coming on tonight. I think.
I want to see Zilla pop out somewhere in the yard. That would be so. That would be. The best.
Maybe you should have a backyard wrestling career. Maybe that's the career for you. You want to still? Yeah. There's still hope.
Tom, I want to see you get in the ring. I think that.
No, I'm not going in the ring. In Shelbyville, they would like to put me in the ring for sure. They would really like to put me through the ringer.
What about RTG versus Tom Bryce?
Nah, I'm not a wrestler. I'm just a fan. I'm a little old fan.
Versus Tom.
No, see, I have my C2K shirt, by the way. I'm proud of my C2K shirt, by the way. C2K is a New Yorker, by the way, from a different part of the state, though. C2K.
It's all right, Tom. You just grab that fucking bat.
Nah,
how about we do where you face the former coach of Sportswire?
No, I'm good. We appreciate his time in Sportswire. We appreciate that. But where's Birindello? David Starobin's here, of all people. Do we know who he is? Where's Birindello?
I think Russell knows.
He knows? Where's beer in deli? Is there a beer in a? Do you get beer in a deli? By the way, I've never drank beer. Anybody know that we get beer in a deli?
You still never drank beer?
No, I don't drink beer now. I don't drink. I don't
Good
drink.
for you.
I don't drink.
No, seriously, good for you.
I don't drink.
I drink tea and Gatorade all the time.
And speaking of surprises, I got a big one. Mr. Heshy Tischler. Heshy Tischler is here. Oh my God, Heshy, turn your mic. You know, I know I'm not there for you. Let's put the mic off. Heshy, unmute your mic. Heshy, the campaign hasn't started yet. Unmute your mic.
I unmuted it, Tom, but I didn't think you wanted me to talk. You know, I talk a lot, and your boys are serious players. You know,
I love Heshy, roast me. You got to say something funny.
You know, you have all these guys, all these characters on your show. When Tom joined my show, one of our producers used to call him the Wolf Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't like that because, but Tom, you're my boy. What do you want me to say? Something bad about you? I love you. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know, Heshy. I'm looking forward to us being reunited very soon.
Well. When I win, one of the specialists at my inauguration. So
you should have this. You should have these guys as all. You know, Heshy. You should have these guys as bodyguards. You really look at these guys. You should. I'm telling you, George really can't
do
be
it
a
for
bodyguard.
free. I love the accent.
You should have the Omen
boys. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You know what I mean? I used to.
And so is Russ and Barry. This is crazy.
I grew up with the Italian boys kicking my butt all the time. You know what I mean? So I learned how to wrestle. In my case, I bite and cheat, but it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? If I get down, I'm going to be biting anything I get my hands on. I know you're not allowed that in your world, but in my world, we don't care. I'm a Jew.
You're talking to the hardcore God himself. I'll do whatever I want, whenever I want.
Heshi, this is Heshi, this is what you should
Much.
be doing all these months. This is what Heshi. This is great. You should be here every week. Heshi, you should take over Sportswire for me. I'll retire. You should take over the show, Heshi. Could you imagine that, Heshi?
Listen to me, you little girls. I was watching wrestling in 1980. I'm watching it for okay. I remember first those funny managers. They were my heroes. Yeah, I loved wrestling. But you know, my father passed away when I was a little boy. I was a little depressed. And when you watch the wrestling, it just gave you in another world. You guys saved a lot of us young guys back then, you know, when we were in trouble and there was something to look up. You guys are our heroes. You know, you change, you make us feel better. You guys don't even know how what you do to a lot of the younger gen, even us older dudes like me. You know what I mean? I know you could kick my butt, but still, back then I had a chance with you guys. You should have walked the streets in Benson. And they chased me with
I think you can still take me with that accent.
I've seen Heshi in action. Rush, have you met Heshi before, Russ? Have you met Heshi?
I might have met him in passing. I wish him Godspeed, man. New York is in a mess, and we need some good people to get elected there to fix that place.
Well, Heshi's running with my help, basically.
You boys know that Tom is my boy. We fought, you know, when they shut down. I'm not bragging, and I don't really, you know, need the credit. I'm married 34 years, 21 forces.
Linda, it's a beautiful Linda, by the way, the most beautiful woman on the world, by the way. You may say some jokes about her, but Linda, bless her soul. Baruch Hashem.
Oh, please. Tom lies. He just knows Linda has a lot of money, and she might get
Heshi, you and I actually are both the same because we're actually Heshi. I'm the only person that's turned down $1 from you because I'm like, I'm good, Heshi.
You're the best. But you know what? The city was in trouble, and I've been doing this for 40 years, and I'm going to step up, and I'm going to continue fighting. You know, there was I saw a great video about apathy. You guys know what it is, that we shouldn't have apathy. We got to keep trying. We never give up. You're never supposed to stop, and you boys are just you I love you guys. And
Heshi, you got some of the wrestlers in the chat. They want you to be their manager. Silas Walker, Pennsylvania, wants you as his manager. Chris Aruda in North Dakota.
I have a cowboy. I'm going to be the new sheriff in town when I get elected. Shut down my city. They try the council guy. No, we're going to have a special.
You know, Heshi, I brought you one instead of Jacob Bard tonight because Jacob Bard couldn't make that.
Oh, God.
He really could. I was trying to get Yak on, Russ, but he's in Hawaii.
You got to get Jacob on. Come on.
I tried. He's in Hawaii. I'll send him a link and maybe he'll change his mind. And Heshi, Angela's in the chat. Heshi, Angela's in the chat.
Oh, Angela, I love that girl.
Yeah, you love Angela's gorgeous.
Sorry. Can I go inside?
Heshi.
Find Marcus.
Marcus is in the back of the house.
Hold me in court. I have a lady
Am I able to go back there?
person and a lady judge, and by mistake I called them all whores and bitches, and I was told not to do that. I don't know. I don't think the rest.
And Heshi blacked out.
Hello.
There you go, Heshi. Heshi, you're alive. Heshi.
Hello?
Just enough, Heshi.
I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now, Heshi? Heshi, can you hear me now?
Should I unmute? I don't know. What did I do wrong here? I'm crazy.
Obviously, Heshi, you've been crazy for a long time. That's a different show for a different time. But okay, Heshi,
Anyways,
can you hear
I'm
us
too
now?
old. You guys can't hear me. I'm very upset.
Heshi, I can hear you. Heshi!
We can hear you.
Heshi! Heshi! Watch my show! Watch my show! Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Come on, Heshi, let's go. I'm going to take you off for Davis the Robin in 10 minutes if you keep this up. Heshi! 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 Heshi!
Heshi!
Heshi! Heshi! Come on, let's go. Let's go, Heshi. Heshi. You want me to put Kalman Yeager on here instead? Oh.
Sportswire just had enough of Heshi.
Should I put Simca Felder on here instead? My Brooklyn people will understand that. Heshi, are you here? Should I put Justin Brandon on here? I said, no, let's not go that far. Come on. Heshi's coming back on here. Okay.
Well, I'll say this time before we go. When me and Soldier come down to Brooklyn, where your neck of the woods, we gotta make a stop by Heshy's place.
Oh,
I gotta meet this guy.
One minute. I want you to know one thing. When you come to my neck of the woods, I'm going to take you out for the best corned beef pastrami sandwich on the planet.
Oh,
okay.
You got to get Russ over too.
Hold
We
me
got
to
Russ
it.
and Barry.
Hey, I'm holding you to the Brooklyn Nets basketball game.
Oh.
I'm holding you to that.
You not only you're going to hold me to it,
word.
you're going to come to my house afterwards, and I'll make you guys chicken cutlets. But can I tell you a funny story before you guys go?
Is it this one you always tell? But go ahead.
No. Stop it. I went to I do a lot of help. I help people that have troubles, and one of our local guys got into trouble, and they took him to a mental institution, and the rabbi asked me to go get him out. So I went to the mental institution, and I went there with two friends of mine, and I started to tell them to let me in. They said, well, we can't let you in. I told them I'm an assistant rabbi. I showed them my books, and they brought out the head doctor who was a priest. And he starts talking to me. He says, you know what? Okay, come do the paperwork and we'll talk. And we start talking about Jesus and Moses. And he releases the guy with my two friends. So I go back to the main room and the priest leaves with the head doctor. And I go to the main room. I said, where are my friends? And they left. So I tried to leave the mental hospital. And the guy in the front says, you can't leave. I said, what do you mean? He says, you're a patient. I said, no, I'm not. And I started arguing and screaming at him. And they bring me a straitjacket. Now I'm in big goddamn trouble. So, guys, I know what it is to be tied up, held down, and beaten up. And I love all of you. I love you, Tom. Good luck with this great show. I'm so happy with all your visitors to the site and all your subscribers.
Actually,
and
you won't be
boys,
back on the show Wednesdays.
and you boys.
Is George still on the show? Is George still on the show?
No. George hasn't been out for a while. Nobody
All
else.
right, so maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll.
Okay, but this Wednesday is a Jewish holiday. But all
I
the
know
guys
that.
all you boys on the show tonight, I'm holding you responsible. You're coming to Brooklyn. You're
Omen's
coming
Jewish,
with me.
by the way. Omen is Jewish. He is Jewish, actually.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Doesn't make a difference. My sukkah can hold even wrestlers.
And we gotta take him to Coney Island Avenue.
You gotta take me to Coney.
But the best corned beef and roast beef.
Stop it. You're not Jewish. Corned beef and pastrami.
When we get there, I'm following you everywhere. You're leading the way, Tom. We just
It's my town, baby. It's my town. And when I get elected, you better
just
come.
enough. And by the way, for those out there, give him a follow. Listen, he needs YouTube followers because he's been losing them. It's at Just Enough Heshy 7505. Anthony Finkel is listening. He wants to say hello. Justin Parsley is here saying hello in the chat. They love you, Heshy. Ox McCoy wants those chicken cutlets, by the way. Apparently, they know the chicken cutlets that Linda and you make in Iowa.
Not Linda. Only me. Forget Linda.
Chris Aruda from North Dakota wants to return to the ring with you. Zilla wants to, see you also. Heshy, they love you more here than when you do your own show. I mean,
I know. I got to be your co-host.
I would be
There
good.
you go.
We could have a more normal conversation on this show.
I love you. I love all you boys. God bless you, and may you do something so great that the angels will dance with you.
Great, Heshy. You're going to do something great this time because God is watching this time. It's going to work in the den of night, and we're going to do this because last time they stole it from you. They stole it from you, especially Richard Barsimi and that piece of garbage. He stole it from you, so we're going to get it. We're going to get it this time.
You got it, baby. I love all of
here.
you, and God bless you. And Tom, you better bring these guys over. I'm going to have to kick you.
I'm comatose.
We'll see. We'll let these guys run. That was Heshy Tischler. That was Omen Black and Soldier GP. They left. Russell, what do you think about tonight's show? I mean, this is like, what do you think? I mean, you must feel at home.
I thought you said there were going to be a bunch of people roasting you. I haven't heard many bad things about you yet.
I was hoping. Well, David Starobin's going to pop on. He'll definitely have something to say, I'm sure. Everybody's coming out of the woodworks. I mean, it's just, that's one of those shows. But, yeah, Barry, you still haven't talked yet, Barry. And Heshy says he loves everybody. We love Heshy, too. Thank you. We love Heshy.
I love Heshy.
Yeah, Heshy's an interesting guy, a really interesting individual. He's really interesting. He makes chicken cutlets, by the way. He talks about the chicken cutlets. He really does make chicken cutlets, which I still haven't ate because, it's just, I don't eat them. I don't know.
I'm a meat expert. I'll take him up on that one.
Well, actually, Russ, you love comatose. He actually hunts and kills his own meat. He's a butcher.
That's very good. I respect that.
I love comatose. We love comatose, and I got to play my Jimmy Contra.
And tune in to Sportswire Radio Sunday night at 8:30, right after Carnage Cup Night 2. It's gonna be a big show for the Rev, Tom Bryce, and tune into this weekend's Carnage Cup on StreamXPW.com.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for the plug. I'll actually use that in Sunday's show. I'm actually expecting, Jimmy, before we let you go, it's kind of funny because I'm expecting people that fired me, previous employers are coming on to the show. I've been so grateful telling them to come on and say,
awesome.
if you want to say something to me, family, you're supposed to tune in for the first time. Like, wow, you're still doing this? So I've had people, I had somebody message me from Israel today. It's, wow, you're still doing this? Yes. And she's in Israel. She's actually fights in the army for Israel. I will put the plug
that's
up.
Awesome, man. They gotta have an appreciation day for her, man.
I know. I asked her, but I think I gave her a donation for her war battle.
Okay,
but that's a different
we'll
show.
move on.
Okay, we got
Good point.
definitely. There you go. That was Jimmy Controversy, who wrestled in GTS, which is a very well-known company. But that was that. Let's take him off the screen. He's. Anybody want to say anything?
Let me tell a Tom Bryce story.
Let's go for it. Angela's here. Angela wants to hear that. Angela and Comatose want to hear it.
So this is one of my favorite Tom Bryce stories. For those of you guys who don't know, I don't know if you know Curtis Sliwa from New York, but Tom Bryce is like the low-budget Curtis Sliwa when it comes to taking public transportation. He knows every train line and bus route throughout all 5 boroughs of the city. Brooklyn, Staten Island, they're connected by a bridge. I used to live in Brooklyn. That's where I met Tom, and Tom had said that earlier. And Tom was living over in Staten Island. So we're at an event in Brooklyn, some political function, me and Tom, and my sister was there. Tom had never met my younger sister. This was the first time they met at this event.
She was of age. Let's just put it out there. She was of age, and I was
of age. We're all adults. Of course, I don't know what kind
we have a problem in backyard wrestling right now.
Listen, I don't know what kind of problem you guys got in backyard wrestling, but we could stipulate that for the
well,
audience.
tune into Wednesday's show and watch the one 2 weeks prior.
I'll be there. So the event wraps up, and Tom, it's me, Tom, and my sister. I live in Brooklyn, like I said, so I wasn't going back to Staten Island. And Tom saying goodnight, the respectful gentleman that he's always been. And we're like, well, where are you going? He's like, well, I'm about to get on the bus. And my sister was like, well, where do you live? And Tom told her where he lives. And it turns out that it's like along the way for her. So they just met. Look at Tom Bryce. He looked very similar then as he does now, without the beard, but same long hair. So they leave together. She drives him home. After my sister drops him off, she calls me and she's like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? And I said, well, what's wrong with him? She said, we walked over to my car and Tom jumped in the back seat and I had to force him to get in the front seat because he was trying to be respectful and didn't want to sit in the front seat because I was your younger sister.
Aw.
You remember that, Tom?
I do remember it. Yes. November 2nd, 2009. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
No, that's respectful. That's cute. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, well, I think I was a cute person once upon a time. I don't know.
Good
well,
man.
no, the action, no Diddy.
Oh, listen. I didn't think of it. I didn't think of anything at that level. But people have different minds. I don't know. Nothing ever happened. There was nothing that ever.
And this was back before Uber, so it wasn't even like you're just.
There was no
conditioned to
Uber.
go.
There was no lifts in those days. There was like nothing. I don't know. There was no none of that. Now it's different. You can just call on your phone, and that's that. And
Yeah, now if you get in the front seat, they think you're weird.
Well, New York's.
That is so true.
I'm joined here by Anthony Steele. Anthony, how are you today?
I'm all right.
You doing good, Anthony?
I'm
What's on your
annoyed,
mind?
but I'm all right.
You're annoyed? Any reasons?
You know the
Are
reason.
you annoyed at ACT? What he said about you? Is that what it was in the chat?
Hey, look, if you want Wednesday, bring it up. Bring it up. Hey, besides not going into detail, bring it up Wednesday and I'll fucking debunk it like I did 2.5 years ago.
Oh, well, we'll do that then. I do have some more videos to play and some other people, but how you feeling otherwise, Anthony? We have Comatose, Barry Gutman, Russell Gallo. You missed Heshy Tischler, one former employer of mine. Another one's coming on. Angela might come on,
I mean, I'm good. Had a good event last night. Good turnout. Waiting for that to get dropped and waiting for next month. Just living day by day, doing what the real deal does.
You are the real deal. I do have another video here I'm going to play in a couple of minutes. I see a lot of people here in the chat, which I'm still surprised of, but you missed Heshy Tischler, Anthony. You would have got some food here, but hold on a second. I do have a video. I got another video to play from one of my presenters.
Before you
You know.
play that, I do. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
my girlfriend is very worried about me. I haven't answered.
You got to go to your girlfriend. You got to go, girl. Well, I'm going to
Absolutely.
see you next week on Day 2.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Absolutely. And I hope you have the most blessed night. And I hope every single one of you have the most blessed night. And let's keep supporting our community, guys. This is
Amen. Amen. Love it. Love you, bro. Thank you for all
Love
you
you.
do for us. That's Comatose, the BYW Interpromotional Champion, the BTW TV Champion. So I think it's time for me to play my next video because one of my presenters, Chris Bizaya, who's here Friday nights, also from Brooklyn, but now in Long Island. You've just missed him, Russ, by a few years. But he's now in Long Island. He's got a tribute video for me. So let me play this video. Let's play it up here. So here we go. Can we see it in the chat? Can we see it? Nope. There we go. Here we go. We're ready to lift off with the video. Let's go.
Hey, Tom. I just wanted to say congratulations on your first 1,000 subscribers because you're going to get so much more after this. I just want to say, man, you've done such a great job promoting, doing the interviews, promoting on social media every day. You're one of the hardest workers out there, doing everything for Sportswire Radio. And to get 1,000 subscribers, I know that's a big deal for you. It's a big deal for me as well. I think it's awesome. And I think it's the first of many thousands that are going to come your way because of all the hard work you've done and put into it. And I think you've built such a great team of podcasters as well on the radio that it's just going to help, build it to higher levels than what it is even now. And you're just great in everything that you do, the interviewing, the promoting. I think the sky's the limit, and I can't wait to see it. And I hope I'm here for it too, as part of the team. And I just want to say thank you for all the support and the help you've done from myself, for the 2 podcasts that I co-host for Sportswire. And I think the growth on our end is definitely part. You do, all the promoting that you've done on social media and helping us out and producing them as well, giving us ideas. It's stuff that I'm going to be forever grateful for, and I appreciate it tremendously. And like I said, I hope I'm here for the next 1,000 and the next 1,000 and the next 1,000 after that, because I see it coming. I think it's just a matter of time. Sportswire Radio is going to keep growing, and it's going to keep growing as far as you take it. I think the more work you put in, the more promotion you put in, it's just going to keep growing, and I can't wait to see it. And you definitely deserve all of it. So I just want to say, man, congratulations. And listen, I can't wait to talk to you on Friday nights.
Yep.
For our show. I look forward to that, talking to you and Rob and the guys, whoever shows up. I love it. And I can't wait for this Friday to celebrate another 1,000. And we'll be talking World Series baseball too, which is great. Yankees World Series baseball. So anyway, again, congratulations on your first 1,000 subscribers, because there's many more coming. And on the other side, thank you a million times for everything you've done for me and the 2 podcasts that I co-host. I appreciate it. And I'll definitely talk to you soon. And I'll see you soon.
Yeah, that was Chris Bizaya, the one and only. He's the host of the New York MLB Talk. He's also the host of the Liftoff Jets. I'm going to take this off the screen now. Thank you, Chris, for that. And Chris has been with me, another guy that was with me for 3+ years. He believed in my vision, and he's on my Friday night shows. Barry's met him. Yeah, Barry's met him.
Yes, Tom. So let me jump in for a sec, man. So I think everybody should be noticing a theme here with all your videos and all your friends that are jumping on here. I mean, listen, first of all, Tom Bryce is one quirky mofo. I'll start with that.
David Starobin basically said that. Yes, in the days you could talk to girls, you could.
Oh, man, I totally remember that.
That was fun. You could do that 15 years ago. You can't do that now.
But everyone should notice that, other than the quirkiness, the theme tonight is everyone thanking you for all of your hard work. And I get brutally honest. I don't know much or really anything about backyard wrestling or any of that stuff.
But I wanted you here, really, because you know
No,
what?
but
I was thinking about you the last week, and I was like, you know what? You were really very important 15 years ago. I don't
well,
think
this is why I
knew you.
wanted to say, I don't know much about what you're doing now, but to be honest with you, man, in a previous life when I worked with you,
Yes.
I got to say, like, I really haven't met anyone in that world, in the political world, that worked harder than you. You are single-handedly responsible for getting more, definitely Republican politicians on the ballot than any other individual.
I've done a few
have ever met.
Democrats since then too.
I said mostly Republicans.
Oh, okay. I was like, you've done Democrats since.
The Democrats have a machine. The Republicans always struggle to get on ballots, and even myself, I ran for office several times, and I can say with
The
certainty
2012
that
race,
you.
I'll say it, we're on the chat. 2012 was that was a tough year because you were running on the ballot. David Starobin in the chat was running in the ballot. Senator Marty Golden was running. He didn't have the machine. He was starting to age. It was a tough year. It was very hot that summer. It was like 90 plus degrees outside, and knocking on doors, 2 and 3 buses to go out
Tom,
there.
Look at that last comment from former Senator Starobin.
Well, that's why he's a former. I mean, he's a former. But yes, that was the one. And it was an election by 13 votes. It took 2.5 months to decide, and that was that was a tough race. That was a tough one. 2012. That was a tough year. 2012 was the brutal year. I think that was actually one of the worst years of my life. My dad gets sick. Everybody redistricting. The party starts to go into utter chaos, and it was like, I don't know. Just 2013 was the whole thing with the split, and then I don't know. My dad's sick further. 2014, and it was like politics became tough. And then, fast forward 2019, I was like, you know what? I wanted to do a podcast. Believe it or not, I wanted to do a podcast in 2017, but I won a bunch of money in Bitcoin. So I was like, you know what? I got lucky. I made a good amount of money. I don't want to say it was $1 million, but I made a good amount of money. And I got wrapped up into that. Then it was another campaign. It was Michael Grimm was running and Saperstein was running. And, then it was like, okay, let me do the podcast. And it was like, that's been my hobby, to me, although, I still do the campaigns a little bit. Heshy Tischler was one. You like Heshy. Heshy you would have liked. I think in your prime, you would have liked Heshy. Heshy would have been your alley, your speed. But
yeah, I don't think we'll have a time like that again, man. That era when David Starobin won that Senate seat and Bob won a congressional seat that was formerly held by Anthony Weiner, of all people.
For those in New York politicos, that was, pretty controversial. Kind of like the backyard wrestlers, right? He was like the backyard wrestling version of Congress.
Yeah, good times, man. I don't know if Brooklyn's ever going to see a resurgence like that again. I hope they do. I know they got a female councilwoman that's a Republican now over
Ina
there.
Vernikoff. Angela's very upset about that one. We have Ina Vernikoff. Michael Novikov was elected. Marco Kepi's running. But it's not what Lester Chang won a fluke. But it's not the machine days of they don't have that anymore. Even the Democratic Party in Brooklyn does not have the machine. Actually, it's because people change, the demographics change. I know people don't want to hear it. It's too boring. I know of a topic, but it's politically, it's not what it was years ago. You had the clubs, you had people that went out. It's not the same. It's not the same and such. It's just a different world. But it was a hard work. That 2012 year was really that was just brutal.
And Hurricane Sandy was 2012. Yeah.
And you won an Independence Party primary that you lost in court. I mean, that was another thing that was, your life might be different. If you had that ballot line, that was 20 plus points added. It was just a bad year. 2012 was just a very bad year. It started good, but ended bad. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It just wasn't good. I don't know. Let's say.
But now it's 2024, brother. We move on.
I feel great. I mean, listen.
The show goes on.
And we'll go on for a little while longer. I'm actually waiting for Angela to pop on here. I mean, if Angela wants to pop on, I see David's in the chat, but I'll wait. We'll let one more person pop on. We'll hang out for a little while longer. But yeah, 2012 was, tough, but I'm happy. 2024, I'm happy. I'm doing great. People are here. I'm so blessed to have 42 people watching me, 26 on YouTube. I mean, that's crazy to me. There's more people here than like a Bay Ridge Manor fundraiser. 2 of you would have got that one. Inside joke. Is the Manor still existing right now? Is it still a thing, or is it like? But let's get to some comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Zilla definitely helps me. So did Angela. Matthew Forsaken from ROEW and DKW. Yeah, thank you, brother. And DKW is right behind me. Anthony Steele was here. Yeah, it's crazy. I think I'm going to do a 1,500 subs. We'll do 1,500. We'll get to one. Thank you, Chris, for the video. Thank you, Chris Bazaya. Chris is an awesome friend. Yeah, Wednesday is going to be one. I don't want to do Wednesday, though. It's not tonight, but I don't want to do that show. I just don't want to do it. But, I don't know. It's what it is. But Saturday was madness. We'll talk about that. I can't reveal results that I don't know. Barry, do you want to say anything before I wait for one more guest? I'm waiting for one more guest, and then we'll say sayonara at this point. But I think people got the point. But you're right, Barry. You're feeling good, Barry? A lot of people? Is that what it is?
Just feeling the pain.
What's the pain? Is it the pain from sitting through tonight's show?
No. That hospital that I was in the last week.
Yeah, Barry was sick, by the way, unfortunately. Barry was sick. Barry was very sick.
Still feeling it, but
Russ, did you ever think that you and Barry would be reunited again? Who would have guessed? The hell's frozen over.
No, that's nuts. I'm surprised he's still in New York. That's.
I actually left for a couple of years, to be honest.
But
where were you? I thought you left.
I went to PA.
I got to be honest. I don't think I'm leaving New York. The new people that listen. I'm not going anywhere. My mother wants me to get out of New York all the time. I'm not going anywhere. Not now. After the Indiana people don't like me, I have to stay in New York City.
Don't die in New York, bro. Neither one.
Leave New York when you can.
Remember the AC/DC song? I feel safe in. No, I'm going to sing for you. I feel safe in New York City. I feel safe in New York City. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going to go down, 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 down. I feel safe in New. To quote Angus.
Listen, is Angela still listening, Tom? Because you should get up on that stage and sing.
I don't know about that. I don't know. My mother actually said on Facebook I should, but I don't think that she sings actually. But
listen, if you go on stage, I'll show my face.
How are you getting there though? How are you getting to Sunday though?
Listen, I got ways.
You have ways.
I'll come back. I will come back to see that live.
I don't know about that, but I should give my mother a big plug because she's playing at Big Nose Kate's on Saturday, and I won't be there because I'll be on Sportswire. But give her a plug. Give her a plug. But belt it out. When am I getting the tattoo? At some point soon.
They really redid that place nice.
Yeah, Big Nose Kate's is really a really good place, and I haven't been there because I don't drink.
They got good food.
I know they do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should get a Sportswire tattoo on with my chest around it. I don't know. Maybe the lady watching my show right now would probably like throw up, but I definitely do feel safe in New York City. I definitely feel safe in New York. Actually, not really, but in the afternoon I might. But yeah, that's the show. But we're waiting for one more surprise, and we'll give that surprise. Angela, I sent you the link. Click on the link already. So we can bring you on the stream. Otherwise, it's
David on here. Where is he?
And bring David on the link. Well, go David first.
I sent him the link. He's not joining. He's
then I want Angela on. That's what I want to basically.
When did you make merch, Tom?
What's that?
When did you make the merch?
Believe it or not, I had merch 2 years ago, but I don't sell it. I only just bought it because I usually give people.
I need a shirt.
I will give you both the merch. Send me your address off I'll send you both a shirt.
Listen, you got my address already.
I forgot I do have yours, but I won't say it on the air.
Don't worry.
You send it to me off the air. I'll give you an address. For the lady that's watching my show, if you want to still talk to me afterwards, give me your address and I'll send you a shirt. But
yes, that's the oldest trick in the book.
I feel safe in New York City. I feel safe in New York City. I feel safe in New York. Man, somebody get me an Angus Young on guitar. Somebody, if you're an AC/DC fan out there, get me Angus Young on guitar. I'm kind of like Angus, with the guitar, swinging it up and down. But definitely, yeah, Zilla, it's okay. Zilla didn't come on. We'll wait. We'll give it 5 or 10 more minutes, and then we'll close the show. But if we get Angela or David on, we'll hang out for a little while longer. I think people have got the point. But so when is Beyond Enemy Lines? What time is Beyond Enemy? When do you guys do that? So what is the next episode so we can talk about that for the audience? When do you want next?
So it's on. We have a YouTube, Rumble. It's on X as well.
Okay.
Tap Buffoon of the Week. The show is called Behind Enemy Lines. It's a political show.
Okay.
We analyze national politics. We don't really get local anymore.
Yeah, local politics
myself and my
depresses
co-host,
me.
Ian Burr.
Local politics depresses me. I do know a lot about it still, but it depresses me. Okay, good enough.
And it's
I
on
agree.
every Wednesday night at 9:00. It's a great show. We keep it to less than an hour, and it moves right
Not
along.
like here at Sportswire. I've been on here 4 hours, but people just love talking to me. I just go on and on and on, you know. But you knew that already, Russ. You've sat and talked to me for hours, and now you're like, shut up already, you know. And I just can't do it. I can't help it. That's why
We usually pick your brain for all the stats that you got. You know, Bryce, like I said, wealth of knowledge. You ask him, like, hey, man, who won the World Series in 1997 and who pitched Game 3? Tom Bryce would know somehow. Like, it's just
Well,
nuts.
I did try out to be, for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I tried out in 2007. I tried out for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I didn't make the cut. I didn't make it. I got a pencil and a mouse pad.
How far did you get in the process?
I took the test. I went through a computer. I went through it. You know, I waited for my results, and they had like 100+ people there, and they said, "Thank you very much." And you're not going to go on the TV show. And they gave me a pencil and a mouse pad. I gave my mother the mouse pad, and I gave my mother the pencil, and I still have the mouse pad. That was what it was.
All right,
I
so
tried
if you
out.
had to pick, if you were going to go on the show and they asked you for your like top couple of names for phone a friend, who would you give them on the list?
Who would I give phone a friend? Well, my mother's here. I have to give my mother as one. If I don't, she'll kill me. I have to give her as one. I got you and Barry. You're on this show. I'll give you guys 2 and 3. I would say the girl I'm talking to right now. Maybe I put her as a like second or third. I probably put her as second or third.
That was the show, right? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You get to phone somebody for an answer.
Is this your final answer? You have a lifeline? That was one. I actually tried out in the ABC studios. I got the whole thing. I went there right by Lincoln Center. I did the test, and that was what I did. It was, I didn't think much of it though. My mother was like, "You got to go and do it. You're gonna do great." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." I went, and that was that.
That would have been fucking sick, bro, if you were on there.
I was on the Daily Show about 4 months ago, though.
We're in the audience.
No, I was on. I did, believe it or not, I was on. They picked me because I do focus groups, and I got picked. And they were talking about they was doing. It was Robert Smigel, try up the insult comic dog, and they put us there for 2 hours. They paid us $250, and I think it's on TikTok somewhere. They made
Come
me.
on, man! You got to send me that link.
I don't even know. Only my mother was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, I did a focus group. I didn't think it'd be on. It's on somewhere. I mean, I'll have to find it. We'll play it.
Please find that.
We'll find it. Well, I'll have to find. I don't have it in front of me now, but yeah, I was on there. I was on what was the anybody know the show on True TV? The guys who do the jokes. You know those guys who do the pranks. Impractical Jokers. I was on there once. I was years ago. I did a focus group on Impractical Jokers. I was on there.
I need to see that video.
I don't even know where that would be, but they paid us. They had us in a room, and that one wasn't that bad though. That was like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog was like brutal. I mean, the one I did with the Impractical Jokers was like. I was in a few NYU short films. I did that. I did some acting technically.
Did the Impractical Jokers one air your scene?
I think they did. I think they. I don't remember when, but I think they did.
Look at it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a long. I mean, we're talking years ago. I mean, we're talking about like years ago.
Find it.
Well, you'll find Barry. Now Barry's up. We got to find the show now. I mean,
definitely got to find it.
But I was on there. I was in a couple of NYU short films. Did a couple of those. I actually wanted to do acting. I always wanted to be an actor, but I just didn't have the time. Now this is my thing. I actually still want to go to do acting, but this has been my life the last like 5 years, 5-6 years. I'm still doing campaigns. I'm helping Kepi a little bit. I did Joey Saban, a Democrat. You would have not liked that. I did help a Democrat.
The reason why I was asking you about the backyard wrestling, like in your neck of the woods, was you'd be like a great ring announcer. Like,
actually, I interviewed a wrestler that I met who trained. I went to his shows, 2 of them, 2 years ago. Chris Urban. He's from Brooklyn. He came on the show, but he had no personality. He ain't listening. He unfortunately, his look was like, oh, he's a great wrestler. I mean, he moves so well in the ring. He's an indie wrestler. He's doing very well, but he just didn't have the personality on. This was like 3 years. This was before backyard wrestling. I was doing really British wrestling, but I don't know. Just was
You
what
look
it
a little
was.
bit like the British Bulldog, Tom.
I don't know if I look like the Bulldog now. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Shane Davidson's here. Shane, you want to pop on the stream? I'll send you the link. Yeah, XCW. We're gonna not talk about them right now. Yeah, I'll wait. We'll give it another 5 or 10 more minutes. Yeah. I don't know. Chris Urban's from Brooklyn. Chris Urban was training through House of Glory. Chris Urban's got to be like 39. How old's the Chris Urban that you know? He's got to be. No, I don't think this is the one. Chris Urban's from Brooklyn. I could bring up his photo on the screen. He's like 39 or 40. He played in a metal band. He was a hardcore singer and then went to House of Glory through Amazing Red in 2019. He started training. So I don't know if that's the same one because I know him personally. He never told me he was a backyard wrestler because I told him my story. So I don't know. But Silas will get back to me on that. But we'll wait another few more minutes because I'm going to lose a voice soon enough. But we'll wait for Angelo or David. Where is David Starobin? If Angelo doesn't come on here, Barry, get David Starobin on here. You know, I want to see David Starobin. Well, then he probably, moved on. He's,
he fell asleep.
It's 9:50. It's 10:15. Wait a minute, he fell asleep. He doesn't wake up till like 7 p.m. normally. He just got up.
Listen, though. So Starobin is a smart man. I'll give him some free political advice. If he still wishes
not running
to have
for
a
office
future,
anymore. You don't have to give him advice.
Office talking here.
If he wants to have a political future, I'd stay off this show too.
Well, I'm on the show. I happen to still be doing some politics from time to time. I mean, actually, Tishler came on.
You're going to run for the state senate?
No, hell no. I'm not running for any office. Hell no. I'm not running for any. I would never run for. I would run away from running for office. I know you ran. I know a lot of these guys ran, but running for office? Ugh. After
Listen,
Tyrone, the way he ran. Oh my God, Tyrone, the way he ran. I'm so mad still about that.
I ran straight out of New York City. How about that?
Well,
Yeah,
that was
is
you,
true.
but you moved. I mean, you moved out of New York, but you're not running for office in New York City again. That's like,
Listen, I remember one time helping Russ. He just disappeared off the earth. I'm helping him with a campaign, and all of a sudden disappeared. I'm like, where this man went?
Listen, man, it's like Sodom. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Do not even turn around after you leave New York, or you might turn into a
successful now.
No. He left and never even got in contact with me again.
But
He's a
you're
little
a
heartbroken,
successful streamer now. Listen, you're successful on YouTube. Gene wrote a book. I mean, you guys did well. I mean, it's not like
you know what's funny, Barry? I just texted you a little while ago, but it's got to be your old number. It began with 470.
It's definitely an old one.
407. Yeah, it was a 407 number I texted.
I do have a 407 one still, but I didn't get nothing.
You didn't get nothing?
I didn't get
No?
nothing.
Why not?
After the show, I'll send you my new one.
Oh, you know what, Russ? I got to show you. So, all right, while we wait for hopefully somebody to come on, one more. I do have a baby picture. I'm going to post a baby picture.
God.
Yes. I'm going to post it. Russ doesn't know this. There you go.
Who is that?
Me.
That's Tom.
Oh,
My birthday.
That's baby Tom.
It's my birthday.
Baby Bryce.
That was my birthday. We had a Haagen-Dazs ice cream cake. It was a luxury to have a Haagen-Dazs ice cream cake.
I love it.
That was my birthday. I think it was my 9th or 10th birthday. I don't know. One of them. And we had a Haagen-Dazs ice cream cake.
How old are you now, Mr. Bryce?
34.
Still young. Baby.
I'm a baby, but I was a baby then, and I'm a baby. See, the woman talking to me said I'm a baby still. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm an oversized baby, but that was me, Ross. Yeah, even you didn't see that. I got to be honest. I really wasn't. You both can vouch. I really wasn't a picture person.
Nope.
Going on YouTube 3 years ago. That's when I became comfortable. I really wasn't a picture person.
No, to be honest, I'm shocked, bro. I have no pictures of you, and we've known each other forever.
I just wasn't a picture person really until the last couple of years because of doing this, because people are fans. They're like, I really like what you do. I appreciate, except a few people right now, but by and large, that's really I owe a lot of debt of gratitude to backyard wrestling, British wrestling, underground wrestling, college sports. I've done some college sports coverage. John Jay basketball. I covered the basketball team for a couple years. I did a lot of things. Anything I could do, help me, get one follower. I was I'd sit there and, in a gym with 5 people. I watched the John Jay College men. You're a John Jay graduate. I watched the John Jay College men's basketball game right before COVID with 5 people in attendance. They asked me to cover the game. I'm like, yeah, where can I go? Sign me up. And, and I watched the game, and it was I talked about it, and That's what I would
the
do.
Story, Tom. Though, what's up with the people hating on you? Why are they hating on you?
Because they're mad because like feel that with backyard wrestling, there's a lot of things about like, certain things. I mean, it's been said already through the chat. Yeah, we'll talk about it off the air, but let's get a little few more people before we go on. Congratulations on 1,000 subs. That's Judas the Evil Angel. He's from Ohio. Hello there to Judas. And yeah, it's my baby picture. I figured somebody wants to see my baby picture. Somebody wants it. But yeah, I didn't take many pictures. I really just didn't take many pictures growing up here. I just really just didn't do it. I don't know. I just wasn't a picture person. But in the last couple of years, really, because of doing this, I do videos all the time. I do the videos. I do the Instagram, TikTok. I'm big on Instagram, TikTok. I'm big on Facebook. So, I don't know. Politics was just, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable. I feel comfortable doing it now because the people like it. They like it, So I don't know. That's my baby picture. Thought somebody would want to see
Bryce, giving the people what they want since
I tried. I mean, I really touched, but we'll do a few more minutes. We're waiting for Angela.
I gotta say one more thing before we end it. Sorry, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for you for getting me onto the show and stuff because now I started my own show.
Yes, I gotta plug that.
I'm actually I'm happy for you. Thank you for bringing me along as this.
I want to say this for the audience, Barry. I really got to apologize to you actually, because I feel like that. I don't know, because I just feel like, and for you too, Rush. I just feel I'm more humble these days. I don't know. I just feel that years ago I was always like, I don't know. Sometimes I couldn't think for myself, or I don't know. I could think for myself. I mean, in terms of like, I don't know. I just feel that I'm more appreciative of people. I don't say enough to appreciate people. And I feel that, I appreciate everybody, and that's like Steven Saperstein's here. I don't know why he's here. He's alive, but he liked to congratulate. I mean, Steven Saperstein's, another guy like Russ, was been there with me, a long time, Steven Saperstein, a good man, run for office like you. And he's thanking me. And, like, I just feel very, like, I don't know. Maybe I should have been more friends with you years ago, but I'm trying to make up. I'm trying to make up for lost time. What can I tell you?
In the past, Tom. In the past. We're in the future.
Right?
Now.
Turn the page, Ben.
No, I am. No, I am. But I do feel it. Look, even like, in the speech. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Tom, you're the first one that bought from my candle business, Tom. You know how much that means to me? It means a lot. And yes,
Barry, I feel like that though. That you deserved it, because I feel that I didn't. I don't know. I feel like I just want to be humble with people. I don't want to go out and do shows and expose people. I just talk about that. I want to just go and bring people together. And I think that I didn't do enough of that back then. I should have did more of that. I should have spoke my mind more on certain things, and I'm trying to make up for it. That's my honest. That's why I wanted you both here. I wanted a lot of people here. Heshy Tischler was here. People in the chat, Steven Saperstein appreciates me. Yes, the Liberty. I appreciate that. Yes, go Liberty. I just thank you, Michael Christian. Yeah, you've been a good friend. That's what I feel. I'm be honest. That's what I feel. I don't know. I just don't feel that I should have did more. I don't know, but I'm trying to make up.
I feel like anybody who knows you, Tom, never thought that you had a problem telling people what was on your mind.
Yes, but I feel like because I have a platform, really because people, they gave me an opportunity. They gave me a way to, help others. I don't think I did enough in politics to help others. I just don't think I did. To me, I just think
more than most.
Yeah, but I still, you know what? I got a gut. I don't think I did enough. I think now with this, I'm doing a lot because I feel that I'm trying to do the right things. And, and thank you, Michael, for that, mental health. And I have been there for a lot of these people. I have, talked with them because I do feel I do draw back. I talk about my political experience, and I don't feel that there was not a lot of great situations. I think that, a lot of these elected officials, they didn't do the right things by people. They weren't loyal to, Russ, I want to say it for the audience. And Steve will know this because Steve, we did win that Democratic primary. We did win that one at least. But I feel that the politicians, when they got elected, they didn't do enough to remember the people that got them there. So what I've been trying to do with sports, and again, I know I'm not at 10,000 subs yet, but at least I'm there. I'm making a few bucks on YouTube and Facebook. Still, not anything, but I want to give back to the people that were there for me. The people like you and Barry and Angela, Steven, and the backyarders, the ones on the right side of history and the colleges and everybody else, my home communities, the people, my family. I just, that's what I feel. The politicians, they never, they just didn't do enough for the people that they helped get them in there. So I'm trying to, with this, at least, give the people that they know that I'm going to do the best I can to connect other people. That's just what I want to say on it. That's just what I feel,
Your success is all anybody wants, man.
Yeah, but I want to bring other people to feel that they're on that journey. I mean, yes, I know there's things out there, but I really feel that, that's just what I do. Thank you, Zilla. I appreciate that I can make you feel better. Thank you for being here. I really, I appreciate that, and I don't know. I sent Jacob Bard the link, so we'll see if Jacob Bard tunes in, but I doubt it. But we'll give everybody 5 more minutes. We'll do 5 more minutes, and But no, I really did feel it was great to be here with the people. We had a lot of people here. 30 people were on the live at one point. I really appreciate all the tributes. The people that were here couldn't make it. I really thank everybody for getting me to 1,000+ subscribers. When I was at 170 subscribers, when I was doing the podcast, in 2019, and nobody was listening, it was like, why am I doing this? But I just kept, like politics, kept knocking on doors, didn't give up. I just didn't give up. I just wouldn't take no for an answer. That's the one thing that I will always carry me. I remember my father as a kid, he gave me a basketball. You better dribble the basket. You better dribble. All I did was dribble the basketball with the pavement. That's all I did, because he told me, you better dribble. All you do is you got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. I didn't really become good at basketball, but it was like, it was my mentality. Politics, I was like Russ said, I was the quirky guy with the long hair, and all the people look at me like, Russ, clean cut with suits, and they're physical, looking at me like, what the hell am I doing here? But I don't know. That's just who I am. I'm a lifestyle. My mother got married 5 months ago. I didn't show up in a suit and tie. That's who I'm a lifestyle. I like to call myself the Sammy Hagar and Jimmy Buffett of YouTube, because I just show up like myself, shorts and a t-shirt, This is who I am. I got the quirkiness. Maybe this woman won't like it afterwards, but that's just who I am. I think I found myself all those years in politics. You were, guys like you that ran Steven, although Steven, I was getting into my comfort zone when he was running the last time, but I just wasn't in my comfort zone. Now I'm in my comfort zone. I tell the story all the time to people. I really wasn't in my comfort zone in a lot of those years, but
yeah.
I
gotta tell you doing a show with 1,000 subscribers about backyard wrestling, not as shocking to me as if I would have saw you in a suit and tie. That would have shocked me way more.
I just couldn't do it. Even when my father passed away, I was not in a suit and tie. I just can't do it. I don't know. There's something about it. I just can't. But these people here that are here with me right now, this community, they're like me. I love politics. I do love it. I have a lot of knowledge in it. But it's just, thank you to my good friend from Australia, by the way, Yoshi Matsuda. I was talking to him on Instagram yesterday, who's going through a neck problem. And I love you, man. Thank you for being there for me, your friendship the last few months from Australia. He's a drill rapper. He's a voiceover actor. You love him, Russ. He's the Shogun. He's the OGS. He is just, they're all these people. I talk to them every day. I do every day, 24/7. That's really what it was. I found, a comfort to be able to talk with these people, and they, we didn't have that in politics. We really didn't have it. We had, we just didn't have it. I don't know. You were trying. I mean, Craig tried, he definitely tried, but politics is not like backyard wrestling. Well, it is kind of in some ways, but it's not in the sense that, in politics, it's cutthroat in that people, they're looking out for themselves in a certain way. In backyard wrestling, it's like, we're in a way on the same team, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about backyard and underground wrestling as well. I don't know.
You've mastered the art of like interpersonal skills, man. You remember everybody's name. You remember something about them. You remember where they're from. That translates well in politics, but here too, it's just a great.
I think it translates. I think it translates here more than politics. I mean, politics it definitely helped, but politics it's a very like everybody's clean cut. Listen. I may have a name, but it's not. This is where I really want to make a living off this. I don't know if I will. If I don't, I don't. But I feel it was important to have you here as we get ready to close the show. And I want to thank you. I just, felt that it was important for me personally to have you here. For my personal, feelings. I was thinking about it for a couple weeks to have you on. I didn't know if it would work. I sent Jeff the YouTube stream, but Jeff, I like Jeff, but I don't have as much of a history with Jeff. But
yeah, he's working hard out in Pennsylvania right now.
I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. But Jeff's a great guy. I really like Jeff a lot. We worked together a little bit with Heshi Tischler, but let's just leave it at that. But that's how it goes. But I really felt it was important to have you here. It was great to see some people from my past, people in the chat, people like Michael D'Elia that were here. I know some people couldn't make it, sent videos. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Do you have a favorite wrestler that you talked about in the show? The biggest wrestler I ever interviewed was a guy, Dean Allmark, who wrestled in TNA Impact Wrestling. That's the biggest one that I've ever interviewed. That's the biggest one. Speaking of which, I have to thank Luke Leyland, who fought in Dambe. He's the only person to have fought in an African thing called Dambe, basically the African version of UFC. He's the biggest viewed show I've ever had on YouTube, 1,400 views. And he's been my number one supporter is Luke Leyland, because Luke Leyland came on to my show when I had like 200 subscribers. And he had this idea, and he got me 1,400 views. He connected me with a lot of people. He gave me advice. So I really got to thank Luke Leyland. I like to thank some other people that aren't here. Jack Delta, who's like the Bret Hart of backyard wrestling, if I could put it that way. I like to thank him. I like to thank Ace Reed. I'd like to thank Sean Jovi, who was in the stream. I like to thank CJ Black. I'd like to thank James Taylor, who was with us. I'd like to thank some other companies, Resurrection Wrestling, IMF, ROEW, DKW, ALW, WCE, LBYW, Wrestling Zero, BWDU, CCW, the Odyssey Pro Wrestling Organization, KOW. I'd like to thank the LWF. I'd like to thank Reynaldo, who I met, Sheriff Steele. I'd like to thank the Cumbrian Outlaw, Rick Marcus. I'd like to thank Andre Decker. I'd like to thank Wildfire Nate Reese, the Asset Stephen Cross. I'd like to thank all of the IMF guys. I couldn't thank them enough. Darkron. I'd like to thank Matthew Forsaken, Jason Storm, JX, Big Man Cam, Aaron Blaze. I'd like to thank Jake Dvorak, NEW, Gabe Sayers. I owe a debt of gratitude to Gabe Sayers, Jake Dvorak, Jimmy Controversy, Cato. I like to thank Mac 10. I like to thank Ronnie Brady. I like to thank those individuals. Justin Parsley, despite yesterday's show. There's a long list of other people that I am forgetting. RJS, Jacob Frost, Comatose, BES, RTG, Steven Storm. A lot of people. I mean, there's too many people to list. I'd like to thank my family, everybody that tuned in. And I just owe everybody a debt of gratitude. Yes, Zilla. Yes, Zilla. I thank you like every 2 seconds. But thank you, Darkon. Darkon, a man, it's an inspiration. This man, he's fighting. He has a major injury, has a sickness, and he still goes out there and drives 8 hours to these shows. That's why, I support all the backyard wrestlers. They don't make any money. They drive 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours to the show, and they go out there, don't get paid. And they put their bodies on the line. They put their blood, sweat, and tears out there. I want to thank Hillbilly Tilly, ADT. I want to thank AJ Morgan, all of them, CT Matlock. But they go out there, and that's why I support them. I relate to them from politics, because all those campaigns, they knock on the doors and they get very little money, or all the BS. And I identify with them. To me, they gave me an opportunity. They gave me a platform. Colleges were great. I did interview some news people. David Starobin, I interviewed a couple times. I did interview him, Russ. He did come on. Steven Saperstein came on. I did interview him. I interviewed a couple of other politicians, not in Brooklyn, like in upstate. But it's all great. Listen, I can't thank people enough. Big Man Cam, I'm back. My son stopped whining. Thank you, Big Man Cam. Big Man Cam, him. He's 6'17". You saw him on the chat. But anything else you guys want to say? Because I think I'm all talked out at this point. I give up. Angela and Starobin aren't coming on. Anything you guys want to say?
Go ahead,
no? Barry. Barry!
Nothing, bro.
Barry, you're gonna be on Friday night. You start preparing to talk, because if you don't talk, you're gonna lose viewers. You want to say anything, Russ? Anything to the audience? Would you like to come back to a show? Would you like to go into the Hall of Fame?
I want to earn one of those certificates, Tom, and I'll say I'm a TB fan. The only TB I like better than you is Tom Brady. I have to say that he is a legend. But yeah, man, you're doing a hell of a job. Keep chasing your dreams. Same thing for you, Barry, and all the guys that are involved in this backyard wrestling. Chase your dreams, man. You'll have to get lucky once. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like I've achieved my dream, though. I do feel like I achieved my dream because I have 1,300 plus subscribers. People talk to me. I've been mentioned in Badmouth in some podcast, and others I have been mentioned. I've done like 20 different podcasts in wrestling. I'm mentioned in wrestling shows weekly. I feel like I made it. I really feel like I've made it in this.
I got what you're saying, man. It's all about the journey, right? When you look back at the end of your life, it's all about the journey. It's not the final destination.
I got to be honest, and I do want to say this. I think about all the time. I want to close out with this. In my memories, as a child, I think about the heartache. My father working 3 jobs, and he remember saying, not giving up. And I remember living on 422 78th Street. I remember, like, going down the stairs and walking, and I remember, like, going through school, and I remember, just like my quirkiness. You mentioned it, quirk. That's how I was always kind of quirky. I didn't quite fit into a box. I never quite fitted in. I was like not the worst. I wasn't the best, but I was always somewhere I was always a quirky. I could never be labeled. I just couldn't, but I just kept going. Whether it was, through my journeys growing up, moving and going to school, I didn't quite find where I was. Politics, I did okay. I have a niche, but I think this is like this, with 16. I want to thank my former co-host, Robert Hines, who was listening. Robert Hines, thank you for that. He was the one that believed. You met Rob, the big kid. You both met Rob. He's still around, for 20 years. He's probably been on and off for 20 years. He's been my friend still, although my brothers hate him, but, he's been my friend still for 20 years, on and off. And he's been there. I want to thank him too. And I don't know. I just really feel that it was, a long, hard journey. I think about the journeys, politics, knocking on the doors, the rain, your election year, 2012, the rain. I think about Quaglione, 2017, the rain, Saperstein, 2018. Everybody lost in 2018. That was just wild the way the rain was. And 21, Tyrone, 22. That one, I was rooting for Tyrone to lose. Actually, I was rooting for that one. Well, he deserved it because he was. Oh my God, he was just. I don't want to get into that for the audience, but but I think about all that. But this is really where these people, they want to. When you're on Sportswire, they ask me, "Why are you on Sportswire tonight? Are you on Sportswire?" All I do is on Sportswire. So I'm here. I don't do anything else. This is what I do. I'm on Sportswire. You on Sportswire? All right. I'll be on. I'll be on Sportswire. I'll be on. Even if I have 4 people on the live, I'm here. Today I had a great turnout, but this is what I do. So I thank you both. I have nothing more else. I could talk on it, but I got to get going or my voice hurts. Thank you, Yoshi. Come on anytime you want. Thank you, Zilla. We were joined here. You got to come back. By the way, you got to answer my question. Do you want to come back on these shows?
Yeah, I'll come back whenever, man. I got to study up, though. I got to get a little more educated on what you guys do.
You just come on. I do a show. You just come on. There'll be other shows. You just come on. Invite yourself. Plus Barry's here. I'm sure. I'm really mad at Angela. Angela, why weren't you on tonight? But yeah. I mean, look, you just come on, and I'll do a Friday show. You come on Fridays if you like, but you're married, so you got to go spend time with the missus. But but I'll do a 1,500 subscriber show. We'll put you in the Hall of Fame. We'll make you the 100th member. I'll make you number 100. How does that sound?
I like the sound of that, Tom.
You make the 100. I have 93, so you got 7 more to go. And all right, so we got the point. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for tonight's show, my 1,000 subscriber show. We were joined by a bunch of people, too many to list, but I'll start with 2 men here to start and end of the show. Barry Gutman, the owner of Amazing Candles. Barry, please talk more on Friday night. We were joined here by We've done for 2 hours so far, but I'll take it. But we're joined here with Russell Gallo. Russell, of course, is a man that's worn many hats, and he gave me a true start in politics. 15 years ago, as a matter of fact, he was exactly November 1st, 2009. Met him at the subway stop outside 77th Street, 4th Avenue, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon or so, give or take. And he's a man that's worn many hats. He's the co-host of Behind Enemy Lines on YouTube, right on YouTube, and also Buffoon of the Week. and he's from parts unknown. And I thank everybody for tuning in. My name is your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters, the Reverend Tom Bryce. I also like to thank that special lady that's out there still watching. She won't watch after this for sure, guaranteed. I don't know why you're watching, but thank you anyway. You were awesome, very beautiful, and hopefully you'll stay beautiful after the show. And also, congratulations to the New York Liberty winning their first championship. About time somebody in New York actually wins something, but I haven't seen much of winning anyway, considering politics and everything else. But we won with this tonight. But I'll be back here tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, with the Forsaken One, Ronnie Brady. Ronnie Brady, who used to be the West Memphis Kid. He is the man behind Resurrection Wrestling. Tuesday, I'll be here with Stefan Havoc at 6:30. Then I'm here at, I think it's Genius Goldrick. I forgot his name, but I'll figure it out by tomorrow. But thank you, everybody. And thank you to Heshi Tischler for coming here. Boy, Heshi Tischler was here. James Taylor, Omen Black, Soldier GP, Big Man Cam was here. Michael D'Elia, my boy, Michael D'Elia was here. We had a bunch of Comatose was here, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters and all sports matters here. Good night.